Hey Google.
Hey Alexa.
Hey Siri.
Hey Matty, fire up the Meraki Podcast.
Welcome back to the Meraki Podcast. This episode is coming to you from Meraki Podcast Studio from Yugambeh Country. I'm Matt Cavosso and I'm a proud Noonuccal man. Today's episode, I have a gentleman that is doing amazing things on social media to raise awareness for mental health, taking on things and challenges, raising awareness to take on challenges and make yourself feel uncomfortable pretty much. He is also the co-host of Sawheads podcast and is an ex-Fred Brophy's tent fighter, correct?
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
And he's also known as, a lot of people won't know this, I don't think, the Barramundi Kid. Is that correct?
Yeah, the Barramundi Kid. That's mad, bro. That's hectic. Where'd you find that bit of info?
Oh, mate, you look hard enough, you can find anything.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, I did the stint in the tent. The tent's a great spot, man. It's another spot that's truly probably pretty good for men's mental health.
Bloody oath it is.
I mean, you know, there are some aspects that are a bit chaotic, grog involved, women and everything else. But yeah, it's like, it's a good cause. Just, you know, bringing a tent to a isolated community, Western Queensland.
Always.
Getting the lads together and giving them something to get rid of the, you know, built up energy.
I've been inside a few of those tents like over the years. I'm originally from Blackwater.
Oh, righto.
So I've been out like Winton and like Longreach and been in the tents and never fought in one. But the fucking testosterone in there is off the
and what the atmosphere is always hectic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. How'd you get involved in that? Let's jump straight into that.
Yeah, bro. Like I grew up, my old boy, known as Jock Matthews, in Dubbo, New South Wales, pretty small sort of spot. And he had a gym there. He was known as Bluey Matthews, and he had the Blue Corner boxing gym.
Okay.
So I grew up in that sort of atmosphere. My older brother's 6 years older, so you know, caught a few floggings as well. And
Sam.
Sam. And so basically, just like I'd finish at school and we'd rock down to the boxing gym, and most of the boys would be like footy boys and heaps of different characters would be down there training, and that's where we spent our arvos, but you know, waiting for mum to finish work and pick us up. There was a lad in there called Gary McFarlane. He's also known as the Ranger, and he's, you know, like a Hall of Famer out of the Fred Brophy's, and he got me old boy into it before he started the gym, and that's sort of what got me dad into boxing.
So did your old boy fight in the Brophy tents?
Yeah, he's a redheaded fella, and he used to wear a kilt.
No more.
Yeah, he never used to be able to find a fight because he's sort of a bigger lad, and they'd get him up and try and match him up, and he could never find a matchup. So he bought a kilt and started wearing a kilt, and he called himself the Scotsman, and then he started getting matchups.
Okay, nice. Yeah. What age did you first fight in the tents?
I think I was 14. I moved up north. I was living in Maryborough, and my dad brought my brother up to have a fight, and I jumped in, and I was saying like the whole way, because they said, we'll pick you up and we'll go out west, and Sam's fighting in the tent. I said, well, pick us up, but I'm only coming if I get to fight.
Yeah,
you know?
nice.
And then I rocked up there, and they were trying to talk us out of it. They're saying, nah, like, too young. Too young. We don't really do kid fights anymore.
Yeah.
And I kicked up a stink, carried on like a 40-year-old, like tantrum, you know. And they said, oh, righto. They end up sticking us up on the podium or whatever.
Yeah, like they do at the start before you go in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they said, you know, who's got a couple of blokes up. Me and my brother were both standing up there, and they said to the first fellow, oh, you can fight the young fella there. And he goes, no, I don't want to fight the kid. Yeah. And he goes, says to the other fellow, oh, you can fight the kid. He goes, no, I'm not fighting the kid. And he goes, right, well, then you're both fighting the kid and his big brother. It's a tag team fight.
Nice.
So that was, smashed him.
Fucking oath.
That was our introduction, or my introduction into the tent. Yeah.
Fuck, how good's that? That's
it's gangster,
cool.
man.
That's How's the Barramundi kid come? How's that fucking...
To be honest, I don't know. There was another fella called the Barramundi boy. I think he just does it all off the top, you know. So standing up there, he gets me up there, hasn't even thought of it. He's probably on the grog, beating the drum. He's a true showman, so it just comes to him, you know.
Yeah. And did it stick?
Yeah, brother, yeah. Well, I only had a handful of fights in there, but, you know, by the time I was sort of 16, started training for amateur boxing. But
I actually found some photos which you probably haven't seen for a long time when you're in the tent.
Oh, true. Yeah. That's sick.
There's one of them.
Oh, bro, look at that. Yeah, that's in the Nango. That's in the Nango.
And that's the other one.
Yeah, that's the same night.
A small person compared to that bloke. That bloke's
that's
humongous.
Me.
Oh, is that you?
That is me, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, he's a younger fella, this fella.
You.
Yeah. Sorry. He was a little bit older, but he was shorter, yeah. I was only 15 there.
Yeah.
What was that? National or Australian Geographic?
Yes.
Is that where you got it?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, that's dope, man.
I did me research.
Yeah, that's sick. No, well, it's a cool spot, man. Like, but as a young fella, it got me G'd up to get into boxing.
Yeah.
There's something about amateur boxing that's like, I don't know. I guess it's
political?
not political, not so appealing for a young fella.
Yeah, of course.
That seemed a little bit more barbaric, a little bit more like chaos, and I wanted to throw my hat down for that. And then once I got a lick for it, then I was all in.
Yeah, how good. I love that. Normally,
like when you're exposed to something like I was with boxing when I was younger, you sort of turn it and you don't want to do it as much. You know what I mean? You're like, you're forcing it on me. It's always there. And you're like, no, you know, I'm not keen on it. It wasn't until I punched on that I was like, I love it.
Till you got punched in there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, sore head.
I had a charity fight in December last year and I'd never done it before. I'd done a lot of like boxing training for footy. And fucking always wanted to do it. I'm 38 now, so I was 37 last year. And like I trained my ass off for it. My fitness was sweet. Everything I trained for, and you're well aware of this, fucking went out the window.
Oh, no.
And I'm just fucking haymaking every punch trying to kill the cunt. If I shot straight, like they tell you to do, I probably would have won.
You would have smoked him.
Well, I clipped him with a left hook in the first round. Both hands hit the ground. Umpire didn't fucking call no 8 count. And then I got clipped in the second round, lost my feet trying to come forward. But I continued, and then he got me in the corner and it was game over. It still didn't have me feet.
But that's what it's like, you know, and it takes like multiple of those sort of experiences before you can learn to sort of breathe and focus.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Because like most of these 10 fights, there is a bit of footage on YouTube and that, but if there wasn't, to be honest, I wouldn't remember it.
Yeah, okay. So a lot of people don't know that you were in the Fred Brophy tent.
Yeah, a lot of people online will say it, like, you know, why don't you fight Fred Brophy's or whatever. I should start replying with a photo and just show them.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that's dope. Thanks, brother.
No, easy as. Start every, actually, I didn't even introduce you. Jock Matthews. Is it Matthews?
Jock Matthews. Yeah,
Jock Matthews. Welcome to the Meraki Podcast.
Legend. Thanks for having us, bro.
No, easy as. Just dive straight into Ted Brophy.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
I got excited. Start every podcast, and this is where you and I are fucking on the same level here.
Yeah.
Do a mental health check.
Yeah, awesome, bro.
I, as I said to you just before we started, I lost 11 people to suicide last year, and I've had 3 people message me since I started this podcast.
Oh, wow.
That have pulled them out of a hole.
Oh, wow, man. So that's awesome.
It's something that's very close to my heart, but not only mine, it's very close to yours as well. So
if only one person reached out, then your goal was achieved, right?
Correct, but it's not done.
It's not done now. Yeah, you'll never stop. You'll never stop. And it's the same for me. Yeah, and like not too many people know my story as well. That's like I was excited to come on and share a little bit about it. But that's something that's happening more and more as things like substance, things like responsibility, things like, you know, demasculation.
Yes.
All these sort of things start to become more prevalent in today's society, and men just got to deal with it. Mm-hmm. There's not as many ways to, you know, express yourself, or at least, you know, where it's promoted that we should express ourselves differently.
Yeah.
You know, if you watch Married at First Sight or any of this bullshit, you know what I mean? Like,
What a waste of time those fucking shows.
Yeah, it's just it's all a fabrication. Yeah. But the truth is that men, we are sort of barbaric. We are animals, and the true way to get rid of that built up tension, emotion is through. I don't think it's always through combat, but it's definitely through some sort of way to express your emotion. You know?
Yeah. I totally agree with that. So my biggest belief is you have to talk.
Yeah.
And if you don't talk, that's when it starts to fall apart. But if you can't talk, there's other ways to express it. So like you said, exercise or through boxing or whatever it is, a way that you can get rid of that emotion through whatever it is without hurting someone.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also like if you don't talk and you try and deal with it a different way, it's only going to last so long, right?
Correct.
I could box all my life and I could throw myself into all this fire and flames, but it's not going to fix what's internal.
No,
so
not at all.
That sort of stuff helps me compartmentalize different emotions. It helps me deal with different demons that are mental. But I always express myself. I'm close to my brother. I'll always express myself to him.
I'm glad to hear that.
And I think it's something that I learned as well. Like, I went to rehab in 2019, and something that I learned, maybe we'll touch a bit more on that story a bit later.
If you want to,
but
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I learned from that how to express myself to others, how to sort of yarn about the shit that's difficult to talk about or to even think about.
Yeah.
And, doing that in a meeting for me is the most spiritual thing. Like I'm not a big believer in God. I know that
me either.
There's different spiritual realms or whatever. But one that I find easy to tap into is meetings. Is people that are like me, they're degenerates. They've been to the bottom of the pit. They've been they've been there. They've you know what I mean? Like
drugs, alcohol for me, gambling were all a bad problem for me, and I personally haven't had an alcoholic beverage over 2 years now, and I haven't touched a bag or caps or anything for over 3 years, no, probably 4 years.
That's epic.
And gambling, I haven't either. So.
That's so good. I'm still like I know that I need to tap into it more, and I probably hopefully I'm not triggering you or anything. I brought a drink
you're
in
sweet,
here.
bro. You're sweet as.
But
I still hang around the boys. And, and they still get on the bags and they still drink, and I just have that self control now. I never used to.
That's sick. And there's always going to be a trigger, but if it's not that, then obviously it's a whole lot easier to avoid. I
think I'm past that trigger. Like I'm actually like I can happily hang around the boys, and then if it gets to fucking 12 o'clock at night, I've got a good mate that's pretty famous in the podcast. People will know who I'm talking about, and he'll go for 3 or 4 days at a time. And if it gets to midnight and he's still going, I'll just out and then I'll come back tomorrow.
I'm not around all that. You know what I mean? Like that is one thing that I can
get away from.
For me, you know what I mean? Because
it comes with the age too, I guess.
And I've just I know that for me is a trigger. As soon as I I use a substance, then I'll find a justification that I give my addict control, and he finds a justification to use the next and until it escalates and it's out of control. And I know I've experienced it. So it's like,
I used to go on 4-day benders. And it was just MD.
Oh no! Yeah,
so you're probably well aware of what that's like. And I'm just assuming, but I
definitely,
feel like,
brother.
A lot of people that have had MD, you get to that stage and you just stay at that stage and you don't go down. But when you do come down,
she's crooked.
She's fucked.
She's crooked.
But then I got to that stage where I didn't come down, so I'd stop and I had no come down. Because I'd fucking
no consequence.
My body was just fucking.
That was the norm.
Yeah.
When you didn't have it, then you were coming down.
Yeah. So I was just fucking just need to stop. I met my missus. I'd stop before I met my missus now that we have the tattoo shop with.
That's it.
And if I didn't meet her, I'd either be in jail or I'd be dead. And
that's normally how it goes, right? Like there's normally something that drags you. You not only find the purpose in yourself, but you find you find a reason. Most people find it in some sort of relationship, whether or not it's with a female, or if it's just with a sponsor, a bloke that's like. But you find it in a relationship, somebody that you can, you want to fight for yourself, but you also know, like, because I know it all sort of happened to me when in 2017 I was competing pretty well.
Into it.
Yeah. 2017 I was competing in boxing. I thought pretty well at the time. I was only young.
Yeah.
So
how old?
20, 21.
Yep.
And I was, sort of getting to the peak where I thought I was, going to start to look at, I was looking at the trial matches for the Commonwealth Games, trying to get selected by institution of sport.
Yep.
And then I was skating to me old girl's house in Dubbo.
Yep.
And I got collected by a car.
Fuck, I did see this.
It sort of rattled me for a while, like I can't remember too much, but I remember I was living by myself and I sort of come to, and I've got all these injuries. There's no one in the house with me. I live by myself, and then there'd just be plethoras of different prescription drugs and stuff, and it's all prescribed to me. But I also, but I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't look after myself.
Okay.
I also lost my job. I couldn't work, and slowly I just started abusing them more and more. I couldn't box. I couldn't work, and also they told me, because I got hit by a car, you could do a claim, and if you don't work and you don't do this and that, then you could potentially make money out of it.
Yeah.
So I just started abusing more and more and more
until that money was coming.
Yeah, thinking that I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Thinking not only am I injured, but now I got to make sure that I don't get better. Because if I get better and I go back to work and I do this and that, then maybe I don't get paid. Yeah. And I'm like, well, they told me I'm not going to box again. They told me that my career's gone. They told me that I probably won't go back to the same job that I had. So I'm laying in bed thinking, I'm just waiting for money. When I get money, then I can think about what I'm going to do.
That's heavy.
But until then, I'm sort of like by myself, laying in bed, and I'll come to, and at a certain time of a certain day, I'll pop a couple of pills, and I'd wake up, and the scabs that have fallen off me from the accident, in the bed and shit. And
I saw some of the photos of you fucked up.
Yeah, it was bad, man. And then mum would come and see me, and I'd have fucking chicken fingers all over the floor. I'd have fucking flowers in the, but not even that. I was just delirious. So I'd have I'd have flowers in the oven and fucking, you know what I mean? Just because I was getting around just fucked off my head.
Zombied,
Yeah. And I didn't know what I was doing. And, and eventually, because I've always dabbled, when I was growing up, always dabbled in different shit with my mates, partying, and some of my mates went harder than others, but either way, eventually I got to the point where I started abusing other substance.
Yeah, okay.
And I think whatever your passion was, whatever your dreams, your goals are, eventually they diminish so far that you're like, you become lost. You don't know what you want. You just look for an escape.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
And that's what I lent into. I lent into escape, and instead of having the courage to fight for, what I wanted, the goals that I'd had already set, I let them go, and I just started abusing other substance, and eventually one thing led to another, and I'm a bloke fucking looking for dumper butts on a corner, no shirt, track marks, and just a scumbag, take my wallet off my own fucking grandfather for something, you know what I mean? So eventually
How do you get away from that? Yeah.
Well, that's I can remember being in a spot where I'd burn every bridge, man. My mum wouldn't talk to me. My own family, it was a liability for them to have any contact with me.
Yeah, okay.
I'd rob every one of them. You know what I mean?
That's fucked.
And
but you didn't know.
Well, there's really no excuse. But the truth is, my mind would justify it, because the addiction in me took control. It took full control. The real Jock had no control, and the addict Jock would say,
"It's okay."
Well, he'd say they won't let you in their house.
Yeah.
They won't look after you. They won't help you. So what other option have you got? Am I gonna detox on the fucking riverbank by myself? Well, no, I've got nowhere to go. I've got nowhere to stay. So I'm going to go and rob this person, or I'm going to go and go to the dealer's house, and I'm going to fucking you know, go and have a yarn, go and get a tick. I'm going to fucking find a way, you know, and I would justify it by saying, you know, I'd see a friend that was doing something wrong and then I'd justify, he's a scumbag. I've got to teach him a lesson. I'll rob him.
Yeah, fuck.
I'll rob him. And then eventually I'd burn every bridge and there was nowhere to go and there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
Except for like I was homeless and I'd go and I'd use at night. So then during the day, I didn't look so scattered sitting at a park on the bench or something.
You were sweet, yeah.
So I'd go to people's houses and use at night, so I wasn't having to sleep on the streets. And then during the day, I'd go and like sit on benches or fucking.
Is this in Sydney?
This is in Dubbo, man.
In Dubbo,
yeah.
This is in
right.
Dubbo.
This went on for a fair while. In 2019, I went to rehab.
Years.
Yeah, 2.5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I went to rehab. I met my fiance, and
can I butt in there? What gets you to rehab? How do you get there?
Yeah, I met my fiance. I was at like an all-time low. I was having multiple overdoses. Like every month, I was overdosing multiple times. You know, my grandma would come pick me up, but then she dropped me off somewhere because
it's always a grandma or grandpa, eh? That fucking helps us out.
Yeah, but you know, she'd pick me up because everyone would say, "Leave him."
Yeah.
But she'd pick me up and then she'd drop me somewhere. You know, and she'd give me some money or something. So
they always do it.
Always there, eh? Always there.
Fucking they are.
But eventually, I met my fiance, and you know, I don't know if I fell in love or what, but I feel like there was somebody that believed in me.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
I was ready to give it up. I was ready to fight,
wow.
But I felt like I had no escape, and she gave me the strength, the courage, and she believed in me, and
so good.
I found a bit of courage, and now when I went to rehab, I learned something. If there's one, like this prayer's to help me through everything, and I don't know whether or not I pray to Jesus or if I pray to Buddha or if I pray to the fighting gods. I don't know, but I say, Lord, give me the strength to accept, give me the strength to change the things that I can.
Yeah. The
courage to accept the things that I can't change, and the wisdom to know the difference between them.
That's deep. That's good.
Like whenever I find something difficult, and I'm like, I tell myself that, or if I'm thinking about using, or if the boys are they've got a bucks party on, or this or that, or there's something going on, and I know like, oh, I'm paying for this, I'm going to go down, I'm going to be exposed to this, that, and the other, and I'm like, oh, will I be weak? Will I be strong? And I say that prayer to myself, man, and I've always got the answer.
How good.
Yeah.
It helps.
It helps,
like you said, you learnt that at rehab.
At rehab, yeah.
The rehab was there for that simple reason, more so than anything else.
That's like, well, I learned a lot of different things there, man, but that is one thing that stuck with me more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a super spiritual guy, so that was just one thing that I feel like I could reiterate to myself, and like I can understand it, and I can then sort of work out the difference between what I'm twisted up on.
But now you're not fucking where you were before.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, a long way from there. Fuck yeah.
How good.
And that's one thing, like, I started this because I'm always battling demons, you know?
We all are. Some are just worse than others.
That's right. Everyone's battling a demon.
Yeah.
And I now understand that if I tap into the spiritual side, which is like, you know, meetings or talking to other people or encouraging other people to follow this, like a similar path, or to at least acknowledge the danger that is, you know, the shadow of evil.
Yeah.
Then, like then it empowers me to continue this journey. It empowers me to be strong enough to not slip up. It's
something to realize it, but to action it is another thing, and you're doing both. So it's hats off to you. Like you should be proud of where you've come from to where you are now, but the job isn't done. Like you're still learning and you're still growing, and you're getting to where you want to be, but you're not going to get there like overnight.
Well, it's the same for all of us. I feel bad sitting here and like we're talking about, I don't know enough about you, eh?
We can dive into me another day if you want. For sure, legend. I can jump in with you on yours.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Have a yarn
that
for
would
sure.
Be awesome. Yeah, that'd definitely be cool.
Yeah, I'm an open book though, bro. If you do want to ask me anything, I'll happily answer it.
Yeah, legend. Well, that's something I'd love to know is like you were telling me a little bit about your struggles, but is there like a story behind it?
Well, I think my father left my mother before I was born, claimed that I wasn't his. Mum fucking has no reason to say that he wasn't my father. So I never grew up with a father. He was a junkie, pretty bad on the ice. I never ever met him, and he died like 5 years ago. And it was just, I feel like that's that missing piece of me that whenever I'd fucking play up or whatever, that was my justification that like, well, you don't know your dad, you're allowed to fucking punish yourself.
Yeah.
And it's not the right answer.
It's like
at all.
Internal pain.
Yeah,
and it's like
correct.
how to deal with
Which
it.
I've still got.
Yeah.
But I just fucking find that now I do other things. Like I haven't been to the gym for fucking like 3 or 4 months. Just been a lazy cunt pretty much. There's no excuse. And my missus is a total opposite to me. Fucking works out every day. Yeah. Just fucking up at 2:22, 2:25 every morning.
That's it.
It's a angel.
We should do some boxing.
Yeah. I'd love to. I'd love to.
That'd be sick.
Don't fucking tell me up on.
No.
Videos.
We'll just do some training together.
Yeah. I'd love to. So I actually did some drills of like trying to tap each other's shoulders.
Yeah, shoulder tag. Yeah,
with my sister's partner in Rockhampton because I was up there for my nan's funeral on the weekend, and that just fucking clicked the switch again for me I need to get back into it.
That's sick.
So I lost 10 kilos last year training for that fight, and I fucking felt the best I've ever felt, and it's just something different, eh? So this is another thing where you and I click as well. Like, we both don't know each other from a fucking bar of soap, but we're both on the same kind of journey of trying to help cunts.
Yeah, trying to help and just better yourself along the journey.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so, I'd love to do something with you, bro. Yeah, that'd be sick.
I'd be keen as. Yeah. Just don't tell me up like you told us.
No chance, mate. Well, he threw his name in the hat.
He brought it on himself.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I felt a little bit bad doing it too because he's actually a legend. He's a good bloke. He
seems like a good bloke, yeah.
He's a really good bloke.
But I'm glad, like, he didn't take it easy and you didn't either. Like, there was that respect there too of, okay, we need to stop. Because he didn't want it anymore. That was the reason why he stopped.
Yeah.
But
we went hard all the way to there. Yeah.
And you were trying to hurt him, but not hurt him too much.
Well, he said, like, that was the one thing from the beginning was he said, come in, we'll run it sharp and run it hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, he didn't say, oh, fucking, what are we
like
doing?
Me, don't hurt me.
Well, he didn't, not even. Like, he didn't question anything. He just said, come in, we'll run it sharp and hard. Like, and then when I got in there, he actually said, oh, do you want to do, he said, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to do 3 2-minute rounds.
Yeah, which is normal for an amateur. Or,
yeah. Well, it's like, 5 weeks ago, I was like 20 kilos heavier than I am right now.
Yeah, crazy.
And I said to him, like, I'm not real fit. I said, we'll do 3 2s. And he's like, oh, well, I want to do 3 3s.
Trying to big note himself.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I said, okay then, righto. And then I think it was his undoing, because he would have, if we were already basically finished the second round. It was right at the end of the second round. So that's 6 minutes.
The third.
Yeah. So it was his own undoing. But anyway, he is a legend. I did feel sort of bad about it, but it's fun, man. It's really fun doing this as well because like part of what we were saying about earlier is that part of the amateur scene is you have to sign up with combat sports. If you have any previous charges, then they try and make it difficult for you. You have to jump through different flaming hoops. You need to go and see a doctor every couple of months. You need to pay all these different fees. And then in order to compete in combat sports, you need to go to a gym. You need to have a trainer. And then if you go to a gym and you have a trainer, then it's like an absolute indefinite that you're going to be at training 5 days a week.
Yeah, correct. So true.
Otherwise you're not fighting.
Yeah.
And then you've got to, if you're going to be doing that and you're turning up to those sessions and you're not doing your own training, then you're going to be pushed so hard that you're not able to perform in those training sessions well enough to get a fight anyway.
Yeah.
So you're sacrificing all this stuff for a 6-minute fight that's like 3 or 4 or 5 hours travel away.
Yep.
Then you got to book a hotel overnight. You sacrifice all this stuff from your family, from and it's a lot for a 6-minute fight that you can make no money. You can't post online. You can't. No one learns from it. No one sees it. It's nothing. So it is experience, and I've had my experience, and now I'm like I'm happy to go and run fades.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do. And in between it, I'm going to have like some real competitions as well. Like next month, I'm fighting in the Hood Contender.
I love that the Hood Contender, and then you get the Dan Hooker version of that.
Yeah.
Which is where it all started pretty much, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. I think he did the first one. Yeah.
Which is the doctor or whatever his name is, the one that threw the money at it and made it start.
Yeah.
But I love it for that simple reason that they did one in Ipswich or something just recently.
Yeah, it's called the, what is it?
And there was some people that could blue there.
Yeah.
And then
out of the hood.
Yeah, out of the hood. And then there was some of them that couldn't blue.
Yeah.
But it was good to see like everyone together. And that's obviously the better fighters were at the end. But it's good to see because there's so much respect. Everything's fucking well looked after. There's no fuckwits.
Nah, that's right. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
No one steps out of line. Everyone knows like it's like a mutual agreement. Oh, you could have your beef out of here, or you could not like each other or whatever. But in here, you don't look at anybody the wrong way. You don't talk the wrong way. You just respect everyone, and you conduct yourself with respect and profession. That's right. So
you're doing one?
Next month, I've been waiting for an 80 kilo bracket because the thing is the Hood Contender for me is like it's the pinnacle. Like I know Dan Hooker's one was the first one, but it's also in New Zealand, which is a bit harder. But they've only had 2 of them.
Yeah,
and they had the first one.
Yeah,
the Hood Contender does it every month consistently.
Okay,
they're also putting on, in my opinion, like a better event, a better atmosphere.
Yeah.
And that they're doing it better, I reckon.
Yeah, okay.
And the whole thing about boxing in MMA gloves in a pit, and it's like the tournament style.
Yeah,
there's something about it like that reminds me of anime. It reminds me of like Dragon Ball Z. Remember the old tournaments in Dragon Ball Z?
Yep.
Or even the first ever UFCs, like UFC 1 when there was like a sumo against a judo guy, and then you're like, couple rounds later, you're like, oh, the sumo's back, or what, you know what I mean?
I do.
It invests you right through the entire thing. It's not, nowadays it's like a one fight, and then it all sort of resets. Another fight, and it resets, and it goes over 6 hours.
Yeah.
This is an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. You get in there, there's 15 fights.
Isn't it?
1 minute over 3 rounds. Yeah. But like in this most recent one, the 2 best blokes met in the semi-final, and they had 3 rounds, and it was indecisive.
They had to go again.
And they had to go again. And then after the 4th round, it was still sort of indecisive, and the boys are sort of taking the gloves off, and I started screaming out, 1 more round. And the whole place just erupted. 1 more round. 1 more. And they ran another round. Yeah. They did 5 rounds.
I think I watched that. Has it aired?
I think not on YouTube.
Okay.
Not on YouTube. It should come out probably this week.
Yeah, right. Must have been the one that there was one that I think they did 3.
Yeah. No,
3 rematches or something, but they only ran 1 round.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a different one.
Maybe that might be the first one. I'm not sure. I've only been to the last one and the most recent one, which was on the weekend just gone.
Yeah. That's the one you flew down for?
Yeah, and they're getting better and better. Like this one was awesome. It was in an indoor skate ring. They had it like set up epically. Man, they had a DJ booth cracking. They had everything going. It was pumping. And
who's running that?
His name's
is that Hoodrich?
Yeah, bloke? Hoodrich Caleb. Yeah, he's another legend, and
he's blown up, eh?
Yeah, he has, and he's there's another lad that does it with him, Jum. He's another good lad, and that they're pumping it, and I reckon in my eyes, it's like that is how combat sports should be conducted.
I totally agree. Agree.
I respect the boxing. I respect the UFC for what it is. But in my eyes, this is like the ultimate gladiator sport.
Fucking oath. Well, you can't hide.
Yeah, that's it. And say you get injured, you have to carry it. You have to carry that injury through. 4 fights.
Stop.
Yeah. 4 fights over an hour. You know, if you fight the 4 fights, you're fighting 12 minutes.
Yep.
And, you know, if you win, hopefully some boys in the crowd chuck some donations in.
Yeah,
and you
so
might,
they should.
and you might take a bag. But at worst case, you get a good fade. So that's what I'm all about.
Fucking oath. And you will obviously be recording it all.
I'll record it, but the boys are all recording it and stuff. I'll grab some footage for my own content.
Yeah.
But
all behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But I'm keen as just to run it, man. I've been watching it, but they've got like 20 kilo brackets.
Okay.
So the first one was unlimited.
Yeah.
Like any weight.
Okay.
Second one was
that.
80 to 100 kilos.
Yep.
The third one, which the first one I watched, which was 70 to 90.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. The most recent, the one I just watched was 70 to 90.
Yep.
And the next one is 80, I guess, down to something. I'm not
60
sure. Might be.
Yeah.
But I'm 80 kilos. So I was saying, I'd go in the other ones. My brother's been telling me to go in the other ones. He's like, we're here, just go in them. And I'm saying,
why doesn't he go in it as well?
yeah, I said, you're bigger than me anyway. You go in it.
He is bigger.
Yeah. But I'm like, why do I want to fight at a disadvantage? It's great for the blokes that are 90 or 100 kilos. Great for them.
Yeah.
But what about me? It's not good for me. It's
no,
not,
exactly.
Like, and if you're going into a tournament like this, like I'll go and run a 1 minute fade with whoever and I'll lose it. It means nothing. And that's to help, fighting a physical battle helps me fight my mental battles.
Yes.
But to run a real competition that has real risk, for your future and shit.
20 kilos is a lot in the ring.
Well, you want to win it. You want to turn up there to win, right? Yeah. I'm not turning up there to lose. I'm turning up there to win. So course. I want to give myself every advantage I can. This is the month to do it, and I'll take away the middleweight belt, brother.
Fucking oath. How good. We'll get you back in here when you win, eh?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
We'll
That'd be
talk
sick.
about just that.
That'd be sick.
Fucking oath. How did you come up with the whole concept of what you're running at the moment? For people that don't know who you are, and what you're doing on social media, do you want to let them know? Yeah,
it's on TikTok and Instagram. I'm called Jock Boxing, and I started to struggle more. Like I started struggling more when we moved up to the Gold Coast from Dubbo a couple of years ago. We've got 2 kids.
So did I.
Did you?
2 years ago from Albury, Wodonga, Wagga.
Wow. That's it. And when we got here, we started a business together and like trying to get kids into school, and I guess I was just too busy to realize what was going on. And then eventually things start to settle, the dust starts to settle, and then all of a sudden, you're like, I'd like to find another vice. You start thinking about fucking, this might be nice, or this or this. And I'm like,
I know how you feel.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right. And I'm like, well, I'm going to have to lock in, because too often I'll train hard for a certain period of time, and then I get fit, and then I realize I have a few fights or whatever. I get locked in, get to a good sort of fitness level, and then I say,
I've done it.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable. I want to get comfy for a bit. I've earned it. I've earned it. And then once I'm comfy and I'm fucking 100 kilos, then I go,
speak my language, bro.
Then I go, it's such a fucking effort to get back up.
I'm 98 kilos at the moment, so you're speaking my language.
There you go, bro. and all you tell yourself is like, I will do it, but just not just yet.
4 months ago.
Yeah, that's right. And then eventually I get the strength and I'll do it, and then I fall out of it again.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm going to start this to show people how hard it is for me to get there.
Yep.
But also this is going to keep me honest and keep pushing me through. I've got bad back injuries and shit. Whenever I get fat, I struggle with me back. Do you? Yeah. How's that, man? That's so tricky. That's hectic.
4 prolapse discs.
No way.
Yeah.
Dead set.
Yeah, swear to God.
That's gnarly, bro. That's a trip, eh? Yeah, that is a proper trip.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. But as soon as I put weight on me, my lower back starts killing. Just normal fucking chores start playing, my back plays up doing them. So I'm like, I've committed now. I'm committing 100%. There's no other way. My destiny is to continue to do this forever. And
how good.
And then once I've made it, if I looked back and thought of my life any other way, I know I'd be embarrassed to live any other way than the way I'm gonna.
That's cool.
So I'm just
You still got the business?
We're still cleaning, still cleaning, bro.
What's the business? If you want to share that.
Yeah, cleaning business called Clean Wave GC.
Nice.
We do like a bunch of like
Airbnbs and shit like that?
more like the common areas in the high-rise buildings and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
We do a few like warehouses and businesses and stuff like that, but we've let some of it go because a lot of people, what I find in the Gold Coast, a lot of people are like, they expect a lot. People up here expect
Money,
a lot,
bro.
man. Yeah, that's right. There's a lot floating around and they expect a lot, eh? Like,
they want more than what they want to pay for.
Yeah. And they treat cleaners like peasants, which I do whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's something that once the dust settled, like I said, I was like, I'm not actually happy doing this. And I think that's why I'm like, I want an escape. I'm not happy here. Yeah. An escape.
So you're still doing it on a bit, but you're still running your social media as well?
Now I'm focusing on this and I get my satisfaction through that.
Yeah. I'm the same with this podcast.
Yeah.
We started our business 2 years ago here on the Goldie. We started in Cooley.
Yeah.
And then after a year, we moved up here. So fucking same kind of person, just doing the same stuff.
That's it.
I want to eventually, I work full time in like vac trucks.
Yeah.
Sucking shit or digging holes with high pressure water.
Yeah, I know the vac trucks, man.
Yeah. So do that full time. Didn't work
How's your
today.
back?
Yeah,
go
it's
doing
fucked.
that. Yeah, it'd struggle, right?
Yeah.
You got to get into fitness, fam.
Yeah,
are you gonna?
I do. I need to get back into it. I went to the gym for the first time again today. 222 I was up. Yeah, with the missus. So the hardest part's getting up. Once you're up, you're sweet.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. And that kickstarts your day. Then you're right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
How much better is it to start your day like that? Wake up at 2 o'clock, hit a gym sesh, come home, have a protein shake, some eggs, bit of avocado, go for a swim. How much better is it to start your day like that?
Well, I literally did all that today.
There you go. Rather than beach. Like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whenever you were going through the struggle, it was like you wake up, you have a bump or you have a burl or you have a brick and the vicious cycle. This is the best way to wake up.
Yeah,
is through,
look where we are.
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking
that's
like
it.
We're in a holiday destination and we live here every day. Like, if you live at Coomera or you live at fucking like out at Nerang, you're fucking only half an hour, 45 minutes max. To the beach. There's no excuse.
Yeah, that's right. There's not. And I live in Nerang and that's for me, it's good because I am a country boy, but it's 15 minutes and I'm out in the scrub.
Yeah, correct.
And it's 20 minutes and I was in here. Yeah. It's like, it's the best of every world. Yeah. Really.
Well, like you're saying about protein shakes and stuff, I've got, which you can see obviously beside you, my mate Greg owns BSC.
Oh, wow.
So I just got a huge fucking delivery from him. So
that's epic.
I'm like, well,
now it's time to lock in, eh?
He's giving it to me. I've fucking got to do it. I can't just have it sit there.
You know what that is? That's like the spiritual realm ringing on your doorbell, bro. Just saying, hey, brother.
It's time.
You've been procrastinating for too long.
Well, I've got my boxing trunks up there. I'll show you them at the end. But like he even put BSC on my boxing trunks.
Oh, did he? That's it.
Like I had fucking all my mates have their own businesses, have all their sponsors logos on my shorts.
That's dope.
Pretty cool. And I'm an annoying fucking cunt and my nickname's The Pest. So I put that
on the Pest on there too. How good's that?
On the back end front.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like the whole experience of that you have to turn up, like you're saying.
Yeah.
You turn up and I loved it. It was fucking hard. But once you're in that repetitive fucking grind, you see the fucking rewards.
The results, yeah. And that gets you locked in even more because then you start... You go for a run 3 or 4 weeks later and you're like, oh, this is a lot easier. I just got a better time. And you get addicted to seeing the results and seeing the improvements. And I think it's the same in every world. Like it's like you're saying, my outlet now is the content and keeping myself honest and showing other people that like this path helps me, might help you.
Yeah. It's not going to help everyone, but it's going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, but
I think it's more than it's not going to help.
Translate as well.
Yeah.
Like, so I taught this young fella today, like he's been sort of, he's like a personality online or whatever.
Okay.
And he's sort of
social media influencer.
Yeah, but he's a bit of a beta. So he gets, you know what I mean? He gets
Kyle, is it?
No. But yeah, he gets like, I don't know how to say, he gets staunched a bit, you know what I mean? So I said to him, like, you know.
Well, understandable if he's baiting people.
Well, beta male. I'm saying he's a beta male, as in like not an alpha male, he's a beta.
Yeah, sorry.
And then,
I took that the wrong way.
And I said to him, like, come around, I'll show you how to train, because he's been putting content up and he, you know, doesn't have the right technique. He's not doing it right.
Yeah.
There's no intensity in it, these different things. I'm like, well, come around, I'll show you how to train properly.
Yeah.
And, you know, pushing him hard and sort of teaching him just even the fact that, like, yeah, you don't need to have a fight.
No.
But if you want to see real results, no matter what it is, you need to break through these mental barriers and learn how to go to a dark place where you can work harder than you ever have before. Yeah. Because if you're not working harder than the bloke with better genetics than you that isn't a beta male, then how the fuck can you ever achieve what he's got?
Yeah, so true. Couldn't fucking say it any better myself.
And I think that's what I mean. It's translatable. What the journey that I'm going through, the struggles that I'm feeling and the way that I'm battling them is translatable, whether or not you do it with your fists or you do it with your mind or you do it with your mouth, whatever it is, like the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you conduct yourself, it's translatable. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Couldn't agree more. A pretty deep question at the top there, and I'm not even going to go through all these. I'm just going to jump to that every now and again.
Yeah.
The very first question on there is probably the deepest question you'll get on there. What's your purpose in life?
Well, me and my brother talked about this the other day, man. And I think it's starting to become like more real. Is like as I started doing this content, my main focus was just to do something to keep me honest and keep me responsible for having to continue to train and focus on my health, physical and mental. So that's why I started it, and then I realized like that there's something I can push harder. I can lean into this personality a little bit, and I can push harder, and it's a bigger gamble. It's a bigger gamble. Like I'm going to now tell everyone, I'll fight anyone. I'll fight any man on the planet.
You've already said it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like before I did it, I'm going, and then I'm like, I've got to lean into that. I can't just like, half gamble. Yeah. So, and like, if you're going to do it, you got to do it properly. Yeah. So that's what I did. I thought, all right, well, I'm going to lean into it. And as I continued to lean in, it was like every video I leant harder and I leant harder and I leant harder until now I've ended up at the place where I can see my vision. I've sort of paved the way there. But essentially what I want to do is I want to travel around the world, running fades with the hardest, the biggest hitters, the hardest hitters, the biggest blokes, the most dangerous fellas all around the world, and show people that that you don't need to be, in order to fight, it doesn't need to be combat. However the fighting is that you do. You could be an intellectual individual that wants to fight with your mind. Doing chess or whatever the hell it is. But it's like, don't be afraid. Like if you or be afraid. But you got to walk through the shadow of evil.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
You do. Take it head on.
And that Adam Sullivan actually put a cool thing in his caption saying like the biggest asset that a man can have is
I read this.
Is to be scared.
Yeah. But take it on.
But still, calm.
Yeah.
To be afraid.
Yes.
But to be calm.
Yeah. The way you worded it was.
Yeah. I can't exactly think of it, but it was basically like, if there's something that's chaos, it's so easy to fucking turn chaotic yourself.
Yeah.
But a real man knows how to breathe and how to fucking conduct himself and comes out the other side victorious.
It's, I'm just trying to find it because I think we need to say it. It's fucking spot on what he said. It'll be on his page, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was
how did that all come about? Because he commented on one of your things, didn't he?
Yeah. I actually messaged. He put a thing up saying like, ask me questions or whatever, like a thing on his.
Here it is. Sorry. The biggest asset you can have as a man is to do something even when it scares you. I've got it all, but I still show up and have a crack, calm in chaos.
And that's spot on.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, like it doesn't matter how comfortable you are, you should always fight the battles that you're afraid to fight, you know?
Couldn't agree more. Sorry, yeah.
But yeah, it came about because I just saw like a Q&A thing or whatever, just asking questions, and I said, I sent him the thing saying, would you be keen on a fade? And he said, laughed at it and said, not really. And then and then a little while later, you know, then he started commenting on my stuff. Yeah. And I was like, oh, maybe, you know, he does want to run it. And then I was like, for me, I was like, I wonder why he's doing it, you know? I wonder why he's doing it. But turns out he's a legend, and he's really about what he says he's about. Like, he puts up these videos about picking school kids up and this and that. And people might look at that and think, you know, it's bullshit. But the truth is, what's he going to make? He's not making any money. He's not making any fans. Like, what's he make? He makes nothing. All he did was essentially help me. And I realize that now. Is like, that's pretty cool. It's just not just to help me, but to help me spread my message.
Yeah. Very smart of him.
He agrees with my message. So he's like,
he wouldn't have done it if he didn't agree with it.
That's right. Yeah. So that's really cool, man. I got to take my hats off to him. He's a good bloke.
He's very smart in anything he does. Like, and this is me speaking my fucking, I'm a straight shooter. I don't sugarcoat anything I ever say. When I very first saw his content, I thought he was a fuckwit. And I think a lot of people think that.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying it how it is.
Definitely.
But the more I've watched him, and I've been watching him for ages, like I've worn front runner for fucking 3 or 4 years. So I'm not on this. I've got like 25 shirts.
Yeah, that's it.
And they have an ad on my podcast.
Oh, dope.
So I know Jai, one of the owners, I talked to him a fair bit, and I just said, I don't want you to sponsor me. I just want, because I fuck with your brand I love your shit, and I've been buying it for a long time, and they can see it all. And he's like, I really appreciate that you would do that.
Yeah.
But so he obviously, Adam joined with Front Runner and did the Cunnies thing. And then the more content I was seeing in Adam, I'm like, this cunt's actually a good bloke.
Yeah.
So when I very first saw him, I thought, he's just a fuckwit trying to get everyone's attention. But
he did that. He did that, yeah.
But he was doing it for the right reasons. I
think it's hard to come off, right? It's hard to come off. Like, it's the same. I thought it was the same.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people that see me think the same.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like, it only takes one video that you can relate to somehow.
Of course.
And then you're like, oh, you know, and it eats away at that, like, whatever stigma you put was stamped on them, you know?
Yeah, spot on. I never thought that of you, to be completely honest.
Thanks, fella. Yeah, legend.
I saw the mental health thing, like, the very first video I saw of yours was before Adam even jumped on, and but I never followed you, so the stuff didn't pop up. But then the Adam one come up, so then I was like, fuck, I'll go back, and that's the very first thing I do when I have like
see someone,
see something that I agree with. I'll scroll right back to their very first stuff, and if anyone ever jumps on your social media and go back, you're talking about mental health, from the start,
from the get go,
and when you're in the gym at fucking at Dubbo, like it started back then.
Yeah, that's right.
It's been in your blood for forever to focus on it and bring it out
and bring it back to what my destiny is. I think that's what it is. No matter how far away I go from boxing or from combat sports or from fighting, physical fights, that is what keeps me centered, bro. That's what keeps me sane. That's what keeps me scared. That's what keeps me uncomfortable. That's what keeps me like focused to improve and to better myself.
Yeah.
And I think if doing that helps me fight mental battles and it helps me compartmentalize different emotions, it helps me express myself a certain way, then if I share this, then potentially there's young individuals out there that will one day fight these battles, and there's someone they can relate with. You know?
Yeah. You're doing a good thing.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. You're a legend.
You should be very proud. What's one quote you live by?
Well, I've been now pump it.
Pump it. How's the pump it come out?
To be honest, it's sort of just like a bit of a silly thing. Like me and Sam came up with this idea to, and if anyone's wondering who Sam is, Sam's my older brother, 6 years older than me. He's on socials. He's called the Punch Flow, And he's been my coach right throughout my life. You know, he's been my coach. When I was younger, he was sort of like my worst nightmare. But as I got older, and and we got he was my worst nightmare because, you know, like just older brothers always make it hard for the younger brother. Yeah. But as I got older and I could handle myself, then, you know, we grew closer.
Yeah.
But he taught me basically most of everything I know about boxing.
Nice.
You know, we fell in love with combat sports together, and we've been training since we were kids together as well. So it's something we share. We're really passionate about it. And anyway, his name is The Punch Flow on socials. So we started the podcast. We've always talked about this for years. We've been talking about it, and then I cornered a fella. Well, he was actually meant to corner him. His name's Streety from Hello Sports.
Yes, I know who the bloke.
Yeah, and
was that just recently?
Yeah, the podcast for Real. Yeah,
I was there.
Well, yeah, there you go.
I went both years.
Yeah.
I tried to get on this year's card.
Did you?
Yeah,
that's sick.
I didn't have this long enough, so I'm trying to get on 3.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. So that's the plan.
Yeah, hopefully.
Might have to corner for me, eh?
Yeah. Well, I want to get on it too. That'd be sick.
I'm not fighting you. Fuck that.
Well, they need to find a real boxer for me.
Yeah, of course.
But I'd be keen to get on it if they'd have me. But hopefully we'll definitely see each other there.
Streety and what's his name?
Liam's
Moore. Gun.
Yeah.
Liam
is good. Yeah. I knew. But the thing was, Streety
could box too.
Well,
Liam was just
So Streety had like 4 weeks notice or something. And then I think he'd done majority of that with another bloke. And then he went to Sam about a week and a half before the fight, 2 weeks before the fight.
Yeah.
So Sam only really done a bit over a week with him, about 8 days or something. And then he came up here and Sam said like, I can't train him. I didn't know the dates and like it's short notice.
Yeah.
He was going to Dubbo see his boys.
Yeah.
And so he said, but it's in the Gold Coast. Can you corner him? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, you know, I didn't really know what it was. It ended up being like,
it's huge, eh?
Yeah, it was a mad night. It was crazy. Even boxing, Australian boxing doesn't the struggle to put on a night like that.
There's no one that does that.
No.
I don't give a fuck who's listening or who hears this.
Yeah.
No one's even close.
No limit. That atmosphere was proper outrageous. Yeah. It was crazy.
Well, the first one was bigger again.
Oh, really? Bigger than the second?
Sorry, the second one had more seating.
Yeah.
But that atmosphere of the first one.
They had it in the bleachers. That's right. Yeah. So everyone up front would have been pumping.
It was fucking huge. But there was like 2,000 or 3,000 more people at the second one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's off its head, eh?
I loved it. I thought it was great. And that's why I reached out because I was like, I'd love to have a good matchup. Fight in it, and
you got a podcast, so perfect.
Yeah, now it is. but that was the thing that ignited it. Was like I went to that and I cornered him, and I saw all the lads doing like their own stuff.
Yeah,
and I thought me and Sam are missing out on a lane that's like there's no one really in that lane at the moment doing podcasts, and I was like. If anyone does love combat sports, if anyone does love like yarning, hearing about like the hood contender, hearing about these different things, who are they going to hear it from in the podcast realm? Like, no one. So, we came up with the idea to do it and to run with it. Took us a while. We're only just starting to sort of get any good content now.
Yeah.
But
you're doing well.
But we sat down for ages, and then we eventually said, "Well, like, what are we? Who are we?" And we're like, "Well, we're just sore heads, man."
I like it.
Yeah. And then we thought, "Well, sore heads, yeah." But then you're like, "Oh, everyone's got like a saying, you know." And then we're like, "Well, what is ours?" And I'm like, "Well, what are we about?" I don't know. We're just doing it. Like, we've got to get it done. Like, we're just going to do it. And we'll pump it. We will pump it. No matter what it is, we'll get it done. It's pumping it. Yeah.
And Streety was obviously staying to Streety, pump it, was it?
Well, no. Like Streety wasn't even a part of it. Like he was, I cornered him and we had a good night, and I, met Eddie and Tommy.
Eddie.
Yeah. And
they're good lads too.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Yeah, they're funny lads. And then, we had a big night, had a laugh, like Jarchi was there was a heap of boys there and
all the boys.
Yeah, and it was a mad night, but at the end I was like, well, if I took anything from it, I was like, I could do it.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, I was like, bro,
you're not losing if you go in there either.
Yeah, that's right. It was just another one of those scary battles that if you don't commit, then you lose. So like
that limelight too, though, there's nothing like that around.
Yeah, that's right.
I was saying Excuse me.
You're right, brother.
Fuck. That night, like, No Limit aren't even putting anything like that on.
Nah, no chance.
Not even fucking with the big names that they've got.
Well, they've got a triple header on this Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's in Sydney, some exhibition centre.
Yeah.
And they might sell as many tickets, maybe, but there's no way that the crowd's going to respond the way that they did over there. Yeah.
And no matter what, like, I'm mates with a lot of those boys. So, like, Fez, the fellow with the dreadlocks, was in the centre. I'm mates with him. Pooh Bandit, the other fellow that was, like, in the centre as well. What do you call those cunts? Just like the MCs.
Yeah, MCs.
And then Tommy Dale's been to our shop and got tattooed.
Oh, really?
Buster, the big fat fella that got knocked, he's been here and got tattooed. And then a few boys on the first one, like Jeremy Lattimore, the ex-NRL player. I'm mates with him. So I'm mates with a lot of those blokes. Bryzy's been to our shop and got tattooed. He was the last fight against Hemo.
Yeah.
So I know all those boys. So there's no reason why I can't be on that card.
Yeah, that's right. You'll get on it, brother.
Yeah.
Well, we'll train together.
Yeah, fucking
Let's do it, bro. Yeah.
We'll get there together.
Fuck yeah.
We'll fight out of the same gym. Yours.
Yeah, right. Nah, it'll be good.
Where do you train?
To be honest, bro, I've just been training myself for the last 5 weeks, man. Yeah, I was 100 kilos 5 weeks ago, and
Cutting weight big time.
Yeah, I did a 7-day water fast. I just drank water for 7 days and trained hard, and then I've just been on a calorie deficit, and I train twice a day. I sit in the sauna for 20 minutes 3 times, and just trying to do the right recovery, trying to do the right training, and if you push hard enough, like, then it'll come off. Yeah.
I'd when I cut weight for my weigh-in, I lost, what was it? 3.5 kilos in an hour.
Oh, bro, that's so loose. Just water weight, just dripping
just
sweat.
Water, yeah. I had a sweatsuit on. I sat on the assault bike for 20 minutes. And it was in Rockhampton, so you can imagine what it was like up there already. And then I got in the sauna, 15. And then I got out and back on the assault bike, and it just fell off me. It was ridiculous.
It does that. And that's another thing people don't realise as well is, like, say I get down to 80 and I'm at 80 kilos.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, you could lose, like, if I was true 80 kilos, so, like, I wake up in the morning, hydrate throughout the night, I wake up in the morning, I'm 80 kilos.
Yep.
And then if I went the next 24 to 36 hours with no water, then
76 or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I when you fight in the amateur divisions and you fight like these sort of things, people, you got to, like, understand that people are doing that.
Yeah.
People are doing all that. So like, you're fighting people, they're cutting weight, they're going through all these different things. I don't necessarily want to cut weight. You know what I mean? I just want to fight.
Stay at that.
Yeah, I just want to fight. I want to be healthy and I want to fight. I don't see the point of cutting weight so that we can both try and get the same advantage and then fight each other depleted. It's like, why don't we have a good bang? Let's have a good bang.
Yeah.
Don't deplete yourself before.
That's the hood.
Yeah, the hood contender, bro. That's right.
That's perfect for you.
Yeah. So I'm G'd up for that, man.
What'd you say, a month?
1 month, yeah. I don't know the exact date, but
definitely,
about a month.
They're trying to find you a fight already, or you already know?
Well, it's a 16-man tournament, so I'll just turn up on the day and I'll fight.
Because everyone will be in that weight division anyway.
Yeah, so I'll fight them all.
How good. Beat them all.
Yeah, brother, that's the goal.
Fuck them off. What was life like? Fucking, we've smashed a lot of this already. What was life like growing up in Dubbo?
Dubbo's a bit of a different place, man, to be honest. You know, like my old man had the boxing gym in Dubbo. My big brother, 6 years older. So by the time I was sort of, 9, 10, 11, but by the time you start to understand about the community in your hometown, you know, because you don't really understand community. You just know, like, the footy games, the park, the school, whatever. But as I got older and I start to understand, like, the community a bit more, my brother and my dad were sort of like just known to be fighters and rough blokes. And
you had to follow that up?
Yeah, I guess there was like a weird sort of thing where I guess, I thought it was expected for me to follow in those shoes, in those footsteps. But at the same token, it's a rough place. So, like,
I was about to say that.
Yeah. So, like, growing up, I went to all public schools and that. So you grow up with the brothers. There's a large Aboriginal community out there.
That also, yeah.
And
they like to blue.
Yeah, they do. They love to blue. They all got tempers. They all, so it's like,
more. You can say it, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I've got most of me mates like from Dubbo are black fellas, to be honest.
Perfect.
But that's the thing is like
it's good and bad in any race too.
That's right. Yeah.
You don't need to be Indigenous.
Well, the truth is like a lot of Polynesian, a lot of like New Zealanders and Indigenous, if you have a look at their young fellas, they never sit on a phone like this.
No, they don't.
They never sit on a phone.
No.
Like just this morning when those lads come around and did some training, one of the other boys brought his young fella over.
Okay.
And I was like trying to give him my daughter's Switch because he was bored and that. I'm like, here, do you want to take the Switch? And he's like, oh, I don't. And he's like 5 or 6. He's like, I don't even know how to use it. I don't know, fuck that off. Get that away from me. He's like, I want to go for a run, Dad. Come like walking.
Nice.
So he wants to go down the riverbank. He wants to go running. He wants to go and do shit,
How good.
And I think that's, that's one thing about the white population I find with my kids. I find like, my brother's kids, all basically all white people's kids, man. They love technology and just like brainwashed by it. But I've got a lot of mates, Polynesian kids, Indigenous kids, and they're all about fucking sport and family and culture.
Yeah. It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Sport is huge for Indigenous, like you said, all that culture. And if so many of them are so talented too.
Yeah.
Like fucking so many of them. And then it gets to, they get older and then they get the temptations that we've been talking about.
They get deprived of opportunity, a lot of them. Like in Dubbo, like talking about growing up, like veer off track a bit, but like for me, it was like I had to sort of follow in those footsteps, but that got me in trouble because like you say, there's a bad crowd in every crew.
Yeah.
So I would try and follow in the footsteps and I'd end up, knocking around the wrong boys or doing the wrong shit. And, but like eventually I realized, that Dubbo's just full of, and the surrounding areas, Broken Hill, Burke, all of it. They're full of people that are, like you say, full of natural talent, full of ability, but they've got no opportunity.
Yeah.
And, like I've go been out to the juvie when I got out of rehab and done some like talks out there with the young fellas. Sam used to go out to the juvie and like train some of them, do a little bit of boxing and shit through the PCYC and stuff. And I've been out there with him a few times and like you see a lot of these young fellas and they come from these places where, they're 4 or 5 hours from Dubbo in some remote town. Yeah. Their house, they live in a house where they're abused by their relatives.
Yeah.
They don't have clean clothes. They don't have food. And essentially they go and break into the post office and sit on the floor and wait to be arrested because they'd prefer to be in
with their family
juvenile detention than at home because they know they're safer there.
Yeah. So true.
And they're around people that resonate. Like it's like me going to a meeting, like an NA or an AA meeting. It's like, I talk to people that resonate with me, that people that are similar to me, and it feels like an escape, Yeah. And I see those young fellas, and I'm like, the only opportunity you can truly give them is fighting.
Yeah.
I give them an opportunity like fighting because they resonate with it. They've seen it growing up. They're like me. They've seen it growing up.
Yeah.
They resonate with it. And Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson because they had that facility available.
Yeah.
But they try and take the fucking weights away from the Bondi outdoor gym. How are they ever going to let juvenile inmates fucking participate in combat sports competitions? It'll never happen. But that there is my dream. Is I want to. Growing up in Dubbo was tough. The boys are tough. Lifestyle's tough. I had it pretty good, and a lot of my mates had it fucking real rough. They would fight over fucking the school clothes, the clean school shirt, so that it's like between the 3 brothers, who's fucking going to school? There's only one clean shirt. So, and like I'd see it. So I and I love all the boys out there that don't have fucking, they don't have the same opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'd love to be able to one day to get competition eligible for detentional inmates.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool.
Yeah.
Fuck, there'd be some loopholes to jump through.
There would be. It'd be insane. It'd be absolutely fucking insane. Especially like with the different people we got at just the different people we got at the moment in charge. You know what I mean? It's like, how you fucking... But yeah, definitely...
Can't fight without fucking someone having a whinge.
Well, why is it safe for a 14-year-old to fight when he's not in prison, but it's not safe for him to fight when he is in prison?
Yeah. It's no different, is it?
All it is a passion. It's a passion. It's a reason to fight. It's a reason to want to rehabilitate. It's like they got no reason. We just talked about it. There's no reason. There's no opportunity. There's no purpose.
Yeah, it's fucked. It's not good.
So in Dubbo, that it's hard to. It's a hard place, man. But I think that they
Parks as well too, like all around that area.
Parks, Orange,
pretty,
Bathurst. I mean, it's all west out there.
Yeah.
But they need opportunity, and I think it starts in juvie.
Yeah, it does for sure. And, even younger too. I feel if you're not in
juvie, that's right, 100%. But there's a lot of people that are in juvie out there that without it, they're going to go into
jail,
and they're going to get into the system. They're already in the system, but then once they're 18 and they're in it properly, then how do you escape it? You know, there is no escape.
It's a hard one. It's fucking a deep one too.
Yeah, bro. Could go on forever about it, eh?
We could. What was there a specific, I fucking struggle to say that word every time, a specific moment when you realised boxing was more than just a sport for you and that you could also be an outlet for your mental health?
Just recently. Yeah. Like, I mean, I never really looked at content the same way that I have started to recently.
Yeah.
I used to think content was just
Were you not on social media? Is that probably the reason?
Yeah, no, I sort of was, but not really. Yeah, like, I mean, like Sam used to do the punch flow and we'd do like pad work together and do a bit of videos. Shit. Yeah, like, and it's sort of old, like an older sort of style of content, but it was trending at the time, and he took advantage of it, and he got some following out of it. But I didn't really see the point of it.
Yeah,
and now
you didn't have a story behind it. That's probably why.
Yeah, true, that as well. Yeah. But I also see now like that content. Well, that's true. Yeah, without a story, why? Like, you've got nothing to spread anyway.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I never used to do. I just post for my podcast, but I never had anything else. So there was a story, but people had to listen to the story.
Yeah.
But now I'm doing this fucking haircut. So I don't know if you probably...
No, tell me about it. I've seen it. So, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
It's a bit how you going.
Yeah. No, it's gnarly. It's dope.
So there's...
you need a head tat now.
I'm in the right place for one.
Yeah, right.
I just put my headphones back on. Sorry. So there's an NRL player named Felice Kafusi.
Yeah.
He used to play for Melbourne Storm, and then he went to Redcliffe Dolphins, and he ran this haircut for a while. And I thought, fuck, how the fuck do I get this bloke on my podcast? And I thought, I'm going to run his haircut. He doesn't wear it anymore.
Yeah, that's sick.
He doesn't have the cut anymore, but he was doing it with his son. So him and his son were going to the same barber, getting the haircut. And the bloke's won numerous competitions, played for Queensland, played for Australia, born in New Zealand, now he's played for Queensland, like I said, but now he plays for Tonga I'm pretty sure. And I thought, don't try and get like a fucking Cameron Smith or someone like that. That's like, it's probably not going to happen ever.
Yeah, well, even if it did, I think you're probably going to get a better yarn out of Felice anyway.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So I was like, how do I get him? And then I was like, fuck, I'm bald anyway. Like, the hair grows at the sides and at the back. Why don't I do his haircut, and then I'll do a video every day. I've missed a few days, but fuck, that's going to happen.
Yeah, isn't it?
And I was like, I'll do a video every day, and I'll fucking think of something random. And then I'll tag him in it every time until I get him on the podcast.
Yeah, that's
so I'm now 27 days in.
I'll start tagging him. I'll jump on your post and start tagging him in him. Yeah.
I appreciate that. But it's just like,
Anyone listening,
fucking
jump on
him.
these posts and tag him. Yeah, let's fucking build this momentum.
But I've got a mate. Do you know Jared Wallace? He used to play for the Broncos and used to play.
I don't know the name.
So he used to play for Broncos, played for Queensland, played for Redcliffe last year.
Yeah.
And he's a very good mate of mine. I said, cunt, you need to help me. I don't want to be growing this hair for fucking
forever, eh?
233
Drop
days.
the elbow and fucking, yeah.
I'm like, I'm happy to do it for 3 or 4 months, but I don't want to be doing it for
forever.
A year.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, bro, whatever you post, let me know and I'll send it to him. Day one, sent it to him. He saw it. He sent me, J-Wall sent me a screenshot of their conversation. And he's like, yeah, I'll reply to him. And then day 6, he fucking reminded him again. And he goes, yeah, I'll reply to him. I just want him to fucking embrace that shit haircut for a while.
Yes.
So now we're 20 days in, 20 days plus after the 6 days. And I sent Josh Kerr, which is Police's teammate. I talked to him. I'd never met him, but he's mates with him. He goes, yeah, I'll remind him tomorrow at training.
Oh, really?
So,
that's sick. And that was today?
Yeah, that was today. So
epic.
hopefully he's going to hit him up tomorrow. And he's actually suspended at the moment too. So there's fucking no excuse.
Perfect time.
He's been injured and suspended pretty much all year. He's played a few
That'd
games.
be sick to get him on, man. That'd be dope.
And it's just, it gives me a purpose to like not just post about my podcast.
You'll have to think of the next thing.
Well,
then.
I've already thought about that.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well, you keep that under wraps.
Yeah, no, that's not coming out. So I'm going to keep possibly this haircut and I'll get my mate to edit this out. I'm just looking at the time, so I remember. I'm going to keep the haircut and then do a shave for cure.
Oh, that's sick.
So keep it and then raise some money for charity.
That's dope.
And then hopefully he'll get around that as well and post that because we'd already done the podcast. And then he'll share it and hopefully get some more money. So
that's epic.
I don't want anyone to know that, obviously. So, but once I get him, then give back a little bit
and
as
then
well.
Execute. Yeah. I like that, bro. Commendable.
Yeah, and then hopefully get some other big name and do something. I've got Ned Brockman tattooed on my leg.
Oh, do you?
So if I could get him,
that's sick.
You
get the.
That was when he done that big run around.
You get the
running
milkman.
track. Yeah, and then I got Ned's jockey milk on me as
That's
well.
what I was going to say. Then you get the milkman in you.
So just
that's sick.
try and get
I
him.
love Natty Brockman. He's what a
the
weapon.
shit he
eh?
does.
He's the perfect example of like being able to fucking fight through flames. Eh? No one fights through flames better than Natty Brockman. Maybe David Goggins. That's about it.
I was saying, and I think you'll probably agree with me on this, and we're fucking going way off topic here, but that run he did around that running track, is
over and over and over. His nipples are bleeding. His fucking ankles are falling off, bro. He's a
his
maniac.
feet was 3 times the size. He was a size 9 when he started, and he was a size 12 when he finished.
Oh, what?
Off its head.
How's it even physically possible?
Yeah, it's fucked. But I reckon if 1 million people started that thing on a different track, but 1 million people did it, there'd probably be 2 or 3 people that would have still been going in the world.
If that.
Goggins, like you said. Fucking Ned Brockman. And then there was
Cam Haynes.
Well, I don't even know who that is, but
Cam Haynes would be still running.
Yeah, okay.
He's like he's like another David Goggins. He does he'll do 10 ultra marathons one after another.
Yeah, right. Fuck that.
There's a couple of them out there. They're mentally ill.
Yeah.
They're mentally
they're
ill.
so strong. Hey?
They're legends. They're absolute legends. Without mentally, I'm slightly mentally ill.
Yeah.
Without being you're only doing this with your hair right now because you're slightly mentally ill, right? I think if you're not mentally ill, then you got a dull conversation, and that's most of the time that's how it pans out.
Yeah.
But the best people in the world, man, the best people doing the best shit, fighting the hardest battles. They're all slightly mentally ill.
Yeah.
And I commend them.
You were saying before that you want to fight anyone, and then you'll fight. If not, you want to. You will fight anyone and everyone.
I want to.
Yeah.
Well, not anyone and everyone, but I want to fight. The biggest and the baddest man all around the world.
If you could name 3 people that you could fade against?
Yeah, the pinnacle, the absolute pinnacle. The pinnacle would be like and you'll probably laugh at it, but it'd be
well, it's not laughable because anything's achievable.
Yeah, but to have these are the pinnacles. So like I know that I've finally got there when I do these. It's like in Puerto Rico, punching on with Jake Paul.
Yeah, nice.
So punch on with Jake Paul in Puerto Rico. Then I would want to punch on with Conor McGregor in Dublin.
Yeah, nice.
And I was talking to Sam about it the other day, man. I've sort of forgotten.
Two huge names, by the way.
Names. I'd love to punch on with the Spaniard. But the truth is,
that cunt's huge too.
Yeah, but I reached out to him ages ago, man.
Okay.
And I feel like it's in poor taste, but I'm not going to do it. But I've got these voice messages from him to me, where I called him out and I said because in all his early podcasts, in all his early YouTube videos, he's saying, I'm a pro kickboxer, I'm a pro fighter, this and that, but he's never had a fight.
Yeah.
But he's calling himself a pro fighter. And I'm like, you don't know. Yeah, that's I'm like, you've never had a fight. You don't know what fighting is.
Yeah.
You can call yourself a professional fighter. And then he started doing this training and he did like a series on YouTube where he's like training to have a fight or whatever. And then
Alex Pereira did
some sparring with him or, like whatever. And I put out these videos where it was like montage of him just going like whoosh, doing these snap kicks and going, I'm a professional kickboxer or whatever. And then like it was like a montage of those, and then it flicks to me and I'm going like, no, you're a joke, mate. Like I said, stick to your food reviews. They're calling yourself a professional fighter. You never even had an amateur fight, mate.
Yeah.
Like, and then he replied to me with a voice message saying, and this is what I was saying. I'd love to play it. I think it's in poor taste, so we won't. But it goes on. We talk back and forth a little bit, and he goes on to saying, look, mate, I've got a main event booked on KO Sports. I'm fighting this he's a lot scarier and bigger than you and this and that. And he's talking, and I've even contemplated doing it recently, going like, clipping that little bit of audio and saying like, this didn't age too well, buddy. Like, what'd you get? You go busy with your kebab trucks, did you? Like, but I don't like, he's not a fighter. Leave him to his lane. Leave him to his, he's successful. He's teaching young fellas not to be criminals. He's teaching.
I like that aspect of what he's doing. Definitely.
Yeah. So let him do what he's doing. I hated the fact that he called himself a fighter and it made me angry. So I wanted to fight him, but I'm like, I'll like him for who he is and just we'll leave it at that, Like,
I like especially what he's doing now, but I totally understand where you're coming from with the fighting side.
As soon as someone calls himself a fighter, as soon as someone says that and they're like, I'm going to have a fight, papa, whatever, it's like, come on then. That's what I knew when I said I'll fight anyone.
Yeah.
I knew people, their egos will get the better of them and they'll want to fight me.
Yeah.
I knew what had happened.
Yeah, but people still aren't pulling up.
Well, they're more happening now. So like Hood Rich wants to run a fade soon. So
nice.
Hopefully link up with him.
Any blue, you reckon?
Yeah, I think he'd be able to handle himself for sure.
He's bigger boy too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a bit bigger. He's had I don't think he's had he's done a bit of time away and that, so I don't know exactly what the experience.
A few in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would have lived a lifestyle where he definitely knows how to handle himself. And I know that he's been doing boxing like recently, but I don't know the extent of his experience. He just mentioned to me that he said he'd be interested. Yeah,
nice.
So I'm keen on that one. Say True God. He said he's keen.
Yeah.
Gucci Smoothie. I got Gucci Smoothie on the line.
I've heard those names, but I can't picture who they are.
Yeah, Say True God. He's
Indigenous fella, is he?
Yeah. He's half Indigenous, half.
Has he got long hair?
No, he doesn't.
No.
That's short. He's got a cool song out. I'll play it, but then we did get copyright infringement.
We should be right.
Yeah?
Should be right. I can probably play it through my Bluetooth, to be fair.
Yeah? It's called, look up YouTube. Say True God. He's got heaps of, I wonder, do you reckon people hate it how like they've got one song that blows up and then everyone knows them from that one song?
Yeah.
I was going to say like, I'll play this song like, because you probably would know it.
Where are we? Fucking Roadcaster. I've got two here. Pick the wrong one, you watch.
Lucky Draw.
I did too. Oh, no, I didn't.
Boom.
Lucky we got an editor, eh? Say True God.
Wicked is the most famous song.
There it is. We'll get some ads. 5.9 million views.
Yeah, this is a mad song. It's a banger, and it's pretty well known. You should know. You'd know this one. You would have heard this.
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I've heard this.
This is a banger.
Where's he from?
Brizzy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might have to get him on here, eh?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
He's a G, bro. I like him.
And he's keen to run.
Yeah, he wants to run it, bro. Yeah. So,
nice.
So that's what I said. I reached out to Adam just today and just said, like, you know, yeah, I sort of fucking beat you up, but like, thanks heaps, man, because like now
people want to.
Yeah, they've seen you do it, and
Yeah.
now like you've sort of desensitized them to the fact that like, oh, you know, that mightn't be a good political move for, or
Yeah.
a good like promotional move, you know, as like for their
Yeah, of
brand or
course.
their business or whatever. But now I think they see what I'm trying to do, so they're keen.
It's hats off to him for doing it too. Like fucking, you like you said, you have to step outside your comfort zone.
This is why Jake Paul for me is the pinnacle of the fades, is because although, you know, I respect him for what he is. He's not the best boxer out there, but
He's
is
a
one.
businessman.
Yeah, that's right. But he's one boxer that never had to even start to begin with.
Nah.
He's one guy that never even needed to know how to throw a punch, and now he's fighting. He's fighting hard to try and become the best. You know, like he's fighting through that anxiousness, the fear. Like I'd be delirious if I sat here and was afraid myself to go in the hood contender next month, and I thought he wasn't afraid to do what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
No, he's afraid.
spot on.
He's
Yeah, of
afraid.
course
He's
he is.
anxious, and to fight through that when you're waking up in silk sheets and you fucking, you know,
Yeah, so
you're worth
true.
fucking multi-millions. Then like what? Then what? You know
Same
what?
as Adam.
Yeah, that's right.
He's worth squillions.
Yeah, but the difference is, you know, he turned up and he did that, and I'll you know, give him his credit for that. But Jake Paul is like one of the pinnacle for me, because it's I know the fear, the strength, the sacrifice it takes, and for him to pull up when he's got nothing to prove and to do it over and over and over when everybody's judging, when everybody's doubting, when everybody's saying like you're a cheater, you're a liar, you're a fraud, you're this, you're that.
He's still got to fight.
I love him, bro, and I can't wait to see him keep proving people wrong. I reckon he's going to keep winning.
Yeah, he's the better brother of the two.
Yeah, he probably is. Yeah, my big brother says the same thing about him. He's like I like Jay, but I'm like, I don't know. I think he probably just comes off better.
Yeah, he holds himself better, I feel.
And he's the younger brother, so I think it's like we're used to being scrutinised.
Yeah.
You know?
Who's the better brother out of you and Sam?
Well, I think it's probably similar. I'm used to being scrutinised, so I know how to like.
So you're better?
Well, I think I'm probably slightly more adaptable than he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know what it's like to come into an environment and be scrutinised, or to be timid, or to be afraid, or to like have to adapt. So that
inbox me, Sam, with your reply to that, please.
Yeah. There you go.
When this comes out,
we'll have to one day when Swords is doing a bit better, we'll have to come back on. But we'd love to have you on.
Yeah, I'm keen as.
I'll get Sam to come up one day.
You can do it in here if you want.
Really? That'd be epic. Fuck,
sure.
That'd be sick.
And if you ever want to use this, like obviously if I'm not here, it's going to be a lot harder, but
that's cool. I would just love even just to come in here today and see what you're doing and stuff, just to collaborate and
for sure. But if you ever want to use this for you and Sam for any reason when he's up here, you're happy to use it,
you're
bro.
a legend, bro.
Yeah, easy as.
Well, we'll plan something soon for a Soreheads episode in here. That'd be so cool, bro. We'll park up with you.
Yeah,
sick.
Done. And we'll run a fade as well.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
In here.
I reckon, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no way.
We'll have holes in the wall.
Turn the lights off, hey.
We'll have a glow-in-the-dark fucking headband on. That's
yeah, bro, that is dangerous. That could be a new sport, that
one. We've just come up with that. Then. Don't fucking copy it, you cunts.
Glow-in-the-dark fucking boxing.
Be like phone box fucking fights.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
Or the car. They do one in the car as well.
Take the seatbelts off and bang straight into it.
Choke each other with seatbelts. Right. They're the Russian leagues, eh? The Russians are out of control, man.
I did a food, so with Jimmy Judge, I did one yesterday with Hayes, the bare knuckle. Huntsman.
Hayes
Hayes Huntsman. Yeah, Happy, I think his last name is.
Yeah.
Nicest bloke ever. If you look at him, you think, fuck me, this
He's an intimidating unit, eh?
To look at him, definitely.
Yeah. Heaps of people been tagging him in my things. I'm going, oh no.
He's big too, bro.
Huge,
like he's not like
he was at the second hood contender, so actually I was sitting next to him there.
He's just tall. Like he's not a huge.
Yeah, he's not, but he's still. You can tell he's like he's a like. I went up to Brizzy and ran a fade with a fella. I didn't really know who I was going up to step in there with, and I come in and they're all pulled up in motorbikes, and he walks in. He's got like an ankle monitor on, and like they're staunching me. There's probably like 20 or 30 of them, and they're sort of staunching me to put the heavies on me to begin with. And then I ran the fades, and they respect them. They were legends. They were nice to me.
Yeah.
But
why'd they try and put it over you?
Oh, I think it was my early videos when I'm saying like I'll fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, and I'll blowing up and stuff. So
that's just
but I think they're like
the wrong way.
It's the same sort of thing as when you see somebody early on, like you see Adam and you go, or it's me seeing Spanion saying I'm a professional fighter and I'm going, I'll fight you. Like, so it's just somebody that actually fights, seeing somebody say some shit and haven't proved himself.
Yeah.
Anyway, I turned up there, ran 3 fades in a row and got knocked down in the last round, got back up, finished the round. But the second one was against a meathead, man, a juggernaut. And it's the same sort of thing. When those people step in the room, you just know that the head's twice the size as yours.
Yeah.
It's twice as big as your head.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
There was in a gym.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, red and white and blue gym or something, I think it was.
Yeah.
Old mate smoked you
he did.
one punch.
But
he still got back up.
Got back up.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like, I want to try and eventually get YouTube because there's like a
story, cameras, bro. You can.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. But there's like a story when you come into these things because I walk into the gym. So I message this guy on the day because I'm looking for a fade. I know I need content. I message him. Another guy pulled out. I'm like, all right, I'll message this guy. He messages me back and says, yeah, sweet, come at this time. So I go up to this gym at this time. No one's there. I walk in, meet the fella that owns the gym or whatever.
Yeah.
He says, come in, and then I go in and he goes, you know who Bam Bam is? And I said, his name's Andy, right? And he says, Andy's his real name, but Bam Bam's his gang name.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, don't worry about it because all that shit doesn't come in here.
Okay, perfect.
And I was like, yeah, cool. Like, I was like, I didn't really know. Well, it didn't really go in there, but I'm saying like all the boys went in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know anything about this gang shit.
Yeah.
And anyway. About 2 minutes later, like cars and bikes and shit, start pulling in and the boys start jumping out and there's like crowds and shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Fucking hell. What have I got myself into?
Yeah, pretty much. And then they're all like walking around and looking at me and I'm going, oh, shit. So like start putting my gloves on, start warming up a bit.
Yeah.
And then Bam Bam walks in.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's like 2 of me compressed together and fucking stretched out. And he's just a big unit. And then I spot the ankle monitor and I'm going, here we go. So, but yeah, they weren't too bad. Like that, I ran the fades, went 1, 2, and then after him, because he's like 120, 130 kilos, and I was 85 at the time.
Yeah, you only just need to get touched.
Yeah. Then I'm like trying to, and so anyway, then I finished that one, and I'm sucking them in, and then I'm going to jump out, and and another Polynesian lad like slides under the thing, slips his gloves on. I'm like, right, and then I run that one. And that's when I get knocked down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's part of the story. But it's hard to like see it all, just to compress it into like a clip for Instagram or TikTok. So I think it'd be good.
That's when you need someone to run around with you. Hey.
Yeah, it's just to sort of show the story a bit better. Like YouTube would be good for that. Even I think people would have been interested to see how I pull up and meet Cunny. And then how all of that unraveled and stuff, Because even like you said, you're like, how did that come about? How did what was it like? What's this and that? And the other thing is like me and my mate Flinny drove up and we pulled up in this old fucking, it was like a Gats or something. The fucking hubcaps are falling off the thing and shit, backfiring and fucking tape holding the lights on. And then we pull up next to his fucking, his G-Wagon, just like mad, fucking all customized and shit. He's like, how you going, boys? Like,
and I'm going to tell you up.
Yeah, that's right. If it was for pink slips, eh?
Yeah. Fuck, how good. That, do you run most of your fades on the weekend or?
Just the end, because we do, my fiance and I got the cleaning business. I do like,
if you want, bro, I can, like, if I've got the time, I'll run around with that camera.
Oh, that'd be epic. Yeah, that'd
when
be dope.
I can, I'll jump in for sure.
Whenever I've got one planned around here, I'll let you know.
Yeah, easy, bro, because I literally live in Bundle. Yeah, so I'm fucking not far away at all.
Yeah, epic.
I'll be, like, if I can help you in any way, my missus actually asked me yesterday, we're laying in bed, she goes, what's your purpose in life? And I said, well, I've thought about this because I ask this on every fucking podcast, and mine was to help people in any way I can to be better versions of themselves through like giving you an avenue to talk about your life or whatever it is. So if I can help you grow through holding a camera and following you around.
Yeah, well, vice versa, brother. Vice versa. So like, I mean,
something little that can help you.
Happy to do the same, bro. So that would be cool if we go and run a fade somewhere and then we can like,
I can record it all for you because it's fucking simple as for me, and you can literally just chuck that on your shirt while you're actually boxing.
Yeah,
like having a fade.
Yeah,
and everything could come through that.
Yeah, that's sick. And likewise, bro. So I'll let you know if it's but I'm saying if it's around here and I'm running the fades, then and you come and film, then might be able to get the hook up to get them on here as well.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all networking, eh?
Yeah. I wouldn't do it for that reason. I'm just doing it.
But it's part of it, isn't it? Like it's all networking, bro. It's the same as like turn up to the hook and tender, talking to the boys in the right spot at the right time.
Correct.
And then
it's like I'm mates with Jimmy, and like I've met some pretty cool people just because he lives with me.
Yeah, that's right.
And like I met Jimmy through social media, and he moved down here, and I wanted to do a podcast with him, and then his missus cheated on him, so he had nowhere to live. So I offered him my house and offered him a room with the bed, like pretty much everything. He had nothing.
Yeah.
And he's been with me ever since.
How good's that?
Yeah.
He seems like a legend.
Bro, what you see online is him. He's not any different. Same as Adam, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Adam's obviously the same person, a lot of people say, but...
Yeah, well, you should tell him to come and jump in when we do some training, brother.
Yeah, well, I think he said something about Adam said that I was speaking to Jimmy today, and he said Jimmy's had like over 30 amateur fights.
Oh, really?
So he's
hectic. That's sick.
Blue.
He's had a whole lot more than I have then. Me and him should be running the fade.
Bro, he'll pressure you. He'll just like come at you. He'll pressure and put you try and cut you down.
The fades for me are all about they're all about the fight. I don't care about winning or losing.
No, exactly right.
It's just for me, once I've had that fight, I'm better than I was before.
Yeah, of course.
I don't care if I lose it.
Yeah.
I don't care if I win it.
Yeah.
And
it's all about learning and being better.
If the other person cares if they win or loses the fade, then I probably care that I prefer they get me. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. The ones I care about are the ones that are for money, the ones that have got fucking like more on the line.
Yeah.
These fades are just, and I go into them and I want to buy it down and still like carry it with profession because there's no bullshit. But at the same time, it's a 1 minute. It's a 1 minute fade and it's just, spread the awareness around mental health, and it's just to show whoever's willing to watch that you turn up, you stand on business, you throw hands, you shake hands when you're done.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
And that's how men conduct business. Like,
yeah. Jimmy was saying that he was trying to come and do one with you and he told Adam about it. I don't know. I believe what Jimmy tells me because I have no reason not to believe him. But Adam told him that Adam wanted to go first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's that.
So that's what Jimmy told me this morning. Because I told him I was doing a potty with you today.
Yeah, hectic.
And then, so Adam will obviously be able to tell you if that's true or not.
Well, if he's keen, let him know.
He'll be keen, bro.
Yeah.
He'll be keen
it's all respect for me. It's all respect. It's all love.
Yeah.
It's turn up, shake hands, fucking punch on.
He's a big boy too. He's taller than me.
Yeah, I know he's a big lad. He fucking eats that much shit. Of course he's big.
But he fucking trains his ass off.
Yeah.
He's pretty fit too.
Nah, I'd love to, bro. Yeah, that'd be epic.
And it'd be good because was a boxer and he's
got experience. A lot of these people, like say True God,
yeah,
you know, I'm sure he's a big lad. He's a Polynesian fella. He would have had experience the same as like Hoodrich. I don't know exactly how much. It's not extensive amateur background.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of stuff that we were talking about before, the sacrifice, the countless, the thousands, tens of thousands of hours that go into sacrifices for amateur career.
I think he's had a few pro fights too, possibly Jimmy has.
30 amateur fights is already like, that's a huge commendament.
Yeah.
It's like, that's awesome. I've had 10. 10,
nice.
10 amateur fights. And that for me is like on and off, but it's still 10, it's like over 10,000 hours. It's like a struggle.
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah.
What's your record?
6-4.
Nice.
6-4. But
most
most
of
of those
losses, that's all that matters.
a lot of those losses as well are at the start because like I came into boxing and I was 100 kilos.
Okay.
And I like lost a few kilos, got down to 91.
Yeah.
And I started competing at heavyweight because 91 plus is super heavyweight.
Okay.
So I started competing at heavyweight, which was 91 to 81
Some
kilo.
big boys in that weight.
Yeah. And I went to the New South Wales state titles. I come runners up, like won the first two and then lost in the final.
Yeah.
And then slowly I lost weight, you know.
Yeah.
And then I got down to 81 and I've lost one fight at 81 kilos against Wilton, Isaac Wilton, who just won he just won the national opens.
Okay.
So he's
nice.
so he's a handy lad. And, that weight, I felt like I was, I'm strong. So now I can get to that weight. I've got the muscle memory. I know the formula. I can get to that 80 kilos. I feel confident there.
Yeah. True.
But it's I'm not willing to sacrifice for amateur boxing anymore.
No way. You've got your vision. You know where you need to go.
But for all any young fella that's listening, amateur boxing is great to teach you that discipline. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be prepared to do what I'm doing now.
Yeah, true. Listeners, this episode is brought to you by Dookies.co, a locally owned Gold Coast brand making seriously good board shorts for men. Born by the beach and made for it. Dookies is also comfortable, stylish, and laid back feel that only comes from truly knowing the coast. Whether you're in the surf or at the pub or just cruising through the weekend, Dookies has you covered. Support local and upgrade your board shorts. Check out dookies.co or follow them on socials at dookies.co. That's DUKIES.co. Use the code Meraki10 at checkout for 10% off. That's MERAKI 10 for 10% off your next order. Go check them out, guys. Back to the podcast. What kind of conversations are you trying to create through your podcast?
Well, like eventually,
obviously you've only just started.
Yeah, eventually we want to have like guests on and stuff, but it's more just like this. I hadn't really thought of much before I came in here, and it's more like just mates having a yarn.
Of course. Yeah.
And that's sort of how me and Sam would talk on the phone for an hour, and it wouldn't be a weird thing. And then like when it's over, we go, fuck, that would have been hilarious to listen back to, eh?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, fuck, I've been telling you we should start a potty.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's just like, I bet you that people would want to listen to our conversations about whatever this shit is and that we're talking about. And we come up with the best ideas when we're together, and we're like, I don't know, we just bounce off each other. It's like, we should share it. And if people want to listen to it, then they do. If they don't, then we talk this shit anyway. Let's may as well record it and try.
Well, it's something you can look back to as well for both of you.
Otherwise they're just memories, but now you can look back on it properly. Yeah. That's right. It's like these fades. True, man. This is the coolest thing. These fades give me better memories, give me better, like I get the footy, I get proper footage. I can look back on it. When you have an amateur fight, you got someone like 4 rows back with a fucking camera hanging over someone's head, and you can hardly even see yourself. The only memory you've got is like the vague memory of when you're getting punched in the head in there. Like,
yeah, couldn't agree more. It's fucking shocking.
It is. It's super vague too, like you say. It goes out the window and fucking it's hard to rein it in.
It's so true. Where are we? Why do you think men struggle so much to speak up about mental health?
It's just the ego, isn't it? Like ego, persona, and you don't want, like, now that this thing has come, like, for thousands of years, men have gotten together and we've gone hunting. Mm-hmm. We've gone hunting. We've fought battles together. We've gone to war together. Yeah. We've fucking conquered other countries together. For fucking 24 months, you'd be in a boat with the same fucking crew of men.
Yeah.
You had nothing but time to share. That's all you fucking had. You only had time to share and no one there to judge. There was no women. There was nothing to fucking eat away at your like vulnerability and this sort of shit.
Yeah.
And now, if you want to speak to a bloke, you gotta invite him over, or you gotta fucking, give him it's a bit different.
Yeah.
That's why things like it could be surfing, getting out past the breakers with your mates and having a yarn out there.
Which is what I need to do more of.
Yeah.
It's fucking my happy place too.
The breakers,
yeah.
I'm from Dubbo, so I got no idea about it. I'll probably fucking die out there.
Blackwater.
Yeah. but that's like, I've moved a lot and I know a bunch of boys that's how they vent. That's how they deal with it, is they get out past the breakers and they bob on the fucking breakers and they have yarns. Like, for me, I'll be fucking, I'll be lifting my legs up.
Like that bloke at fucking Cabarita this morning. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't. What happened?
So there's a bloke, you know where Cabarita is, like down, fucking 4 or 5 metre great white.
No way.
Bit his board. Didn't get any of him.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, like, in my eyes, I'd be like, I'm never getting back in there again.
Yeah.
But for him, it's like, once I get knocked out, I'll fight again.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not going to stop me.
Yeah.
He could have his foot bitten off. He'd probably still want to surf. Because that's his like outlet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's different beast boxing, eh?
Yeah. But everything, no matter what you do, if it's worth doing, it'll be scary.
Yeah, of course.
And there'll be consequences.
Yeah. I was saying to someone just the other day that boxing training is like nothing else. The fitness, the pressure of it, the challenges. Like, I've played rugby league and soccer and cricket like my whole life, and the fitness of that does not even compare to boxing.
Yeah, I think there's an aspect of combat sports that like it falls into like the realm of meditation.
Definitely.
Because you only got yourself.
Yeah.
You've only got yourself. There's no one else you can rely on but yourself. It's like being stuck in a sauna, out of breath, and fucking like you run a marathon and then you're shoved in a sauna and the door's locked.
Yeah.
You've only got yourself, and if you can't learn how to fucking find that little dark space and fight that mental battle, then you may as well give up. You may as well say, Coach, I got to go and fill my water bottle up. And just like, full of excuses. You all know that one guy with the excuses.
Boys.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's fucking full on. I reckon we'll run a few of these questions and when you come back after you win the
bro.
contender.
Yeah.
But I've got some funny ones here that are fucking ones that you'll struggle to answer straight away.
Right.
You're stuck on a deserted island. What 3 things are you bringing?
If I was stuck on a deserted island, I'd have to bring, and you can't bring a person.
You can take 3 things.
3 things. Anything.
See what I mean? You struggle to answer it straight away.
Yeah, that is tough, eh? 3 things.
Yeah.
And it's deserted. There's nothing on the island. There's nothing on the island.
It could be, but there's no way of knowing.
Well, if there was nothing on the island, I'd have to, I don't know. Let's say I'm not taking people just to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be probably some form of like boxing glove, because I could punch a tree, but I'd break my hands. So I'd need something to wrap my hands in.
Okay.
And I think no matter what, to keep myself sane, I need some form of boxing.
Yeah.
You
can still punch a tree, but
that's right.
Just not as hard.
Yeah. And then I'd want
some gloves, you're saying, pretty much?
Yeah.
Strong gloves.
Strong gloves.
Yep. That aren't going to fuck you out after the first 4 days.
That's right. Yeah, imagine that. And then you're just picking up foam, trying to fucking puzzle together this bit of fucking broken foam.
Okay. Yeah. What's your second and third one?
Bro, stuck on there by yourself.
There's no right or wrong answer, by the way.
Yeah, to be honest, I need to give it up. But if I was stuck on there by myself, I'd probably take a few fucking Yandi seeds.
Yeah.
Yandi seeds. Yeah.
Grow some weed.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean.
That'd keep your fucking demons away too.
Yeah, it'd help. It'd help. Fuck, especially if you're stuck out there alone.
What's the last
one? Last one would probably be a saw because because I'd be looking for a way off it.
Smart.
I'd be looking for a way off it. I'll tell you that much. It'd be right for the first couple of weeks, but then once the seasons fucking change and you run out of Yandi and fucking
don't grow anything.
Yeah, you got no Yandi and your fucking boxer gloves are in bits on the fucking floor. Then you're going
you just
mad.
got a saw and that's it.
Yeah, you're chopping. You start chopping the trees and fucking we're out of here.
Chopping your Yandi trees.
Yeah, that's it. Hemp boat. We're making hemp raft. We're out of here.
Oh, love it. Do you have any superstitions or routines?
Not really, bro. Like I've spoken about it a lot, so I feel self-conscious talking about substance abuse or any of this sort of stuff, and then I know that like I'll have a beer here and there.
Yeah,
I was a bit nervous coming in here, and I had a beer, and that's like a weird thing for somebody that's like me that says if I'm dealing with emotions,
but at least you talk about it.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to like say don't do this or don't do that, but you're talking about that you still do it, so that's okay. But it's the people that try and hide it.
Yeah, they'll lie.
Of course. They'll say, "Oh, don't get on the bags or don't fucking drink beers." Say that the whole time. And then fucking as soon as they get off here or fucking what,
just living a lie.
They're fucking going to sniff fucking an 8-ball.
Yeah. And that's my thing. It's like I'll never fucking lie about it, but I also feel hypocritical because I will have I could have I've had fucking beers in the fridge for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
And I haven't touched them, and I'm not even like bothered by it.
Yeah.
But then I come in here and I'm like, oh shit, I'm a bit nervous. I'll have a diary and and a beer.
See, I don't get nervous. I don't know what that nervous feeling is.
Yeah. No, what about before you fight?
Never.
No way.
No.
That's probably why you got finished.
Yeah.
Because you weren't nervous. If you had enough fear in your heart, brother.
I've never ever been nervous. I literally have no idea.
I feel so nervous that my fucking hands drip.
Okay.
My hands fucking drip.
I was calm before my fight. Yeah.
No, you want to be nervous.
I was singing and fucking dancing around.
I think you want to be nervous.
Yeah.
Because when it eats at you like that.
I actually don't know what the feeling is.
At all.
I've never ever felt nervous in my life. Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I say that to people, they're like, surely. I was like, bro, never.
So you're not scared. What are you scared of? Surely you're scared of something.
Snakes.
They make you nervous?
Well, I just run away from the cunts.
Fear of them.
Yeah, fear more than nerves.
But so you would never hold one? If I'm like,
no way in the world. Fuck that.
What about if you had to convince yourself, I have to hold one? You'd be nervous, right?
Probably, but I've never been in that situation.
Because that's what I think a lot of my fear comes from when it comes to fighting is I have...
You second guess yourself?
No. Well, I think everyone always has doubts. But the main thing for me is I have a realistic fucking view or understanding of what can happen.
Yeah.
I know what I can do.
Yeah. But you don't know what they can do.
Well, if they're anything like me, they can fucking hurt me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm like, well, if I'm fighting someone that's as prepared as I am, I better be prepared to get me fucking face smashed here because that's a real potential.
So I've had some pretty famous people in here and NRL players, world champion female boxer.
Oh, wow.
Shaken Ali. Do you know her?
Nah, Shaken Ali.
She lives here on the Gold Coast, WBO.
I probably should. I should know. That's there you go. I should know. Yeah, no, but it's bad that I talk boxing and I don't know her. So
but that's okay. She's what's female her name? Too. Shea Canelli. CHE. Canelli.
Sorry to Shea Canelli for not knowing.
She'll be here on Saturday.
Does she?
Run a fade with her on Saturday.
Yeah. No worries.
She can bang, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ran one with Taylor Robinson.
Oh yeah, I saw
you
that.
Seen that?
Yeah. She's
she
good.
Can bang.
Yeah, she can bang. Well, Shea would fucking demolish her.
Would she?
Yeah.
They're different weight classes.
Yeah. Light heavyweight. Shea
oh wow, there you go. That's hectic.
And she's as tall as me, probably a little bit taller, and she's not fat.
No, she's thick.
Fucking a tank.
Yeah.
She can bang, bro. She can hit.
That's hectic. That's it.
I'll send you some clips of her.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
She'd probably actually be keen on it, I reckon.
On the fade.
She's had 5 fights this year, in the last year, cancelled. No cunt wants to fight her.
But I get bad publicity. What I'll do.
No bad publicity. It'd be good.
Yeah?
Fucking oath. I'll ask her for you.
If she wants to, we can do something. I'd prefer it if she won.
She probably will, to be completely honest with you.
I'd prefer it if she won.
She can bang.
Sick. Yeah, well, I'd do it because the same stuff goes for women. Is like they fight battles too, brother.
Well, she came on here and talked about her mental health that not even her coach knew about. She come in here and talked about it and opened up.
I'm going to get back and listen to it. That's mad.
It's fucking pretty deep, and she just she struggles with it still, being a female boxer, mother to a young girl. Like, she's got so much pressure on herself.
But this is the point, is that pressure makes greatness.
Yeah.
This pressure makes it's like the struggle makes the character.
Yeah.
It's without it, without that, ability to fucking adapt and to change.
Yeah.
And to still have the experiences you've got of the past.
Yeah.
But then the focus you've got for the future is like, that's what creates the characters, like we were saying before. If you're not a degenerate, if you're not slightly mentally ill, well, you're probably not going to achieve too much because you're happy just to continue to go to work and work for Bob and Sally and fucking pay your taxes. And
so true.
You know what I
mean? She just went overseas to Clarissa Shields. You know who she is?
Yeah.
So she's trying to fight.
Sparring with her.
Well, she's trying to fight her, yeah.
Hectic.
Because no cunt will fight her.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, no one will fight her. She's had 5 fights this year in the last 12 months cancelled because every cunt's too scared. They'll sign the contract and then pull out injury, or you know what it's like.
Yeah. Well, let's run it then.
I'll ask her for sure.
Yeah,
I reckon she'd be keen. She just as a bit of publicity for her. It's publicity for you.
Yeah, and I'll just say, this is for women's mental health. We're running the fade for women's mental health. I yarn about fucking men's mental health all the time. I've got 2 daughters. I'm fucking running this one for women's mental health.
Yeah.
Pump it, all heads.
Yes, how good. I love that. I reckon she'd be keen, but I'll ask her for you. And then if she is keen, I'll get you to inbox her.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. If you had to swap lives with one person for one day, who would it be and why?
I wanted to pump me too. So she might be Shay,
you mean? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it is. She might be insulted by this.
I don't think she will be. But
tell her that because I want to lose. So I will only punch with my left hand.
Bro, she spars boys all the time.
Yeah, I know. Which this is good. This is what I want. That's what I'm saying. I want to put myself at a disadvantage so then I can have nothing in my head that says don't fight as hard as you can.
Well, she spars with like Dempsey McQueen and McEwen or whatever his name is, and like heaps of pros at Fight Club Burley. So she'll be ready for you.
She is, right. Well, there you go.
So fight with both. She'd be offended if you did.
I know she would. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She'll be offended.
She'll
I'll just do it. That'll be a little secret. So you keep out. If I use my right hand, you know I bitched it. You know that I was getting bashed and I was like, oh, fuck.
Our little secret.
Yeah. So when you watch it.
She's coming here on Saturday, so I'll ask her on Saturday in person.
Yeah, legend.
Instead of texting her and giving her a bitch way to get out of it, I'll
and
ask
also
her in person.
Ask her in person and hit Judgy up too.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, I'll hit Jimmy up tonight.
Yeah, that's sick.
If he's at home.
How dope's that?
Yeah. We'll get it going. Yeah, sorry. So if you had to swap lives with one person for one day, who would it be and why?
One person for one day.
There's no right or wrong answer here.
To be honest, it would probably be Albanese, and I would fucking legalize fucking boxing inside prisons.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then I'd give soreheads a $10 million grant and we'd fucking run a mad program. Yeah, because if you give it to the government, they'll fuck it real quick. So
I do have a lot of stuff like on that, on programs, like a question here, and I don't want you to answer it, but it says, if you could create a dream program that combined boxing and mental health, what would it be?
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of questions that do look like that.
And they're like answered already. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have answered a lot of those already. So that's why I haven't asked you them.
Yeah.
Because I already know what it is.
What the answer
you just
is.
said
but
it.
That is one thing I've talked about. Like, you talk to me mates, talk to me brother. I've always said it. It's like Marvin Hagler, Mike Tyson, some of the biggest, most fucked up degenerates.
Yeah.
They found their opportunity, and now we look at them. And people like me growing up, I looked up to Mike Tyson. And yeah, he said some unhinged shit, but that's why I looked up to him, because my own dad said unhinged shit. I used to find relatability in that. Yeah. So I think
yourself.
Yeah, and I think we miss out. We miss out because all these degenerates, they're locked up without opportunity. And it's like, we can learn from them. Fucking give them opportunity.
I couldn't agree more. You just have to give them that opportunity.
Yeah.
But
Albanese ain't fucking doing it. You know what I mean?
No way in the world.
You're not getting any of these. None of them will. None of them will.
No matter who's in there.
One day the soreheads might fucking get something cracking, brother.
Surely. Remember me when you get there, bro. Remember the peasants.
Well, if we get it going, then you know, we've fucking made it. Because if you can win against the government, then you fucking made it, eh?
Yeah, it's so true. So true. Listeners, as everybody knows, I wear Frontrunner on every episode of the Meraki Podcast. Frontrunner is an Australian streetwear label dedicated to crafting the highest quality apparel available in the market. Whether you're chasing PBs, chasing the kids, or just chasing the weekend, Frontrunner has you covered. I've been wearing their stuff on and off the mic, and honestly, it's the kind of fits that make you feel like you've got your life together, even if you don't. Check them out at frontrunnerau.com or follow them on socials at frontrunnerAUS, because if you're going to run your own race, you might as well do it looking good. Let's go. Your life has a theme song. What is it? Where my phone comes in handy.
Theme song, man. Man, it's hard because it's a degenerate thing to say. It really is a degenerate thing to say.
Yeah.
But like, my whole life I've fought this battle where like it'd have to be Cypress Hill.
Okay.
Cypress Hill, I want to get high.
Yeah.
Because like throughout my entire life, bro, I fought this battle of like, I've been addicted to other substance, and they were the truly most toxic addictions, and they're the ones that drove me to, you know, the bottom of the barrel. But
listen,
marijuana
$16.99 a month for a
sorry,
stream app
right.
and $11.99 a month for a music app.
Marijuana's been something that I've smoked since I was like early teenagers. You know, at 12 years old, my brother gave me my first billy.
Yeah,
and I had a billy when I was 12, and ever since, man, I've struggled with this addiction. But it's something that has given me positivity.
Yeah,
it has given me some benefits. And like today, you know, I turn up here and I'm under the influence of marijuana. Like I conduct myself every single day in any scenario under the influence of marijuana.
Yeah, but you know how to deal with it.
Well, I've gotten to the point now where I don't know if I know how to not how to deal with life without it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fucking, am I so dependent for this fucking little flowery fucking shit that I can hardly live and bear a day or breathe a fucking without consuming it. So I'm now realizing I'm a 30-year-old father of two, 1,000 kilometers away from where I was born, this and that, and I'm still dependent on the inhalation of a fucking grubby little flower
stuff.
Yeah, I do, but I'm also a degenerate. So if I run out, I'll just go and buy it or I'll grow it. Or
I personally, like, my missus won't agree with me on this. My missus never had drugs in her life.
Yeah,
but She's been drunk like once or twice, but she's been at the pinnacle of her sport, like a kayaker.
That's great. But that is like the best result.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. But I think she kind of agrees with this, but I don't think she'd actually say it.
Yeah.
Marijuana is acceptable. It's the other ones that fucking make it harder. Yeah, correct. I personally agree with that. I've smoked marijuana twice in my life, and I did it for pain relief, but I haven't had heroin, I haven't had ice, but I've had fucking everything else. Yeah. So I've gone the opposite of the marijuana.
Yeah.
Which I probably should have went that way, and I probably wouldn't have got to where I did.
I don't know. Like a lot of people will, like they say it's a gateway, this and that, and a lot of people will start with it. I do know that I can't be the best me while I'm having it. I'm like, there's a better me that I haven't unlocked because I'm too dependent on a fucking flower, man. You know?
That makes sense.
And I'm like, if it was anything else, like, you know, tobacco's a plant, and I'm not dependent on tobacco. I don't often smoke tobacco. It's not like I smoke every single day.
Yeah.
But again, I've come from that past. So if like I'm fiending for something or something's worrying me or I'm stressed, I'll pull a cigarette out and I'll fucking drag it back in 4 drawers.
Yeah,
but because I'm a degenerate. And it's not like a cough or this or that. I've had a past where I smoked and I still smoke billies and
I don't think that's bad personally.
But cigarettes is one of those things where it's like some people become dependent on something that ultimately is something that, you might find a benefit from it.
Yeah.
But it's the easy route. So it's like the thing that I say to myself is like, Lord, give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference between them. So it's like I need the serenity, the calmness to understand I can't change that shit.
Yeah.
Well, what can't I change? I can't stop smoking? Yeah. I know I can change that.
Yeah, you can.
And I don't even know if it would make things better, but I've never had the fucking courage to do it.
It'd be tough.
So that is one thing, like my entire life is like, I want to get high because like that's what motivated me
from back then
for forever. Yeah. Forever. It's just like smoke, train, fucking whatever I ever did, it was like I smoked before it. And now I'm getting to the point where I'm getting older, man, and I smoke fucking bongs. They're dirty.
They're
of course. Fucking not, you know, and like I've got 2 beautiful little girls running around, and I know it's a vice. I know I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
So,
do you want to get off of it?
I do, bro. Yeah, definitely.
How do you get there?
I don't know, man. Yeah. Honestly, this is like this is the next hurdle for me.
Yeah.
And doing it out loud is a good thing. So I'm happy you brought me on here because it was something I didn't really. I've been saying it like an overweight pothead, like running fades or whatever, and I've been trying to think of a different way to say, like, I want to stop. When I started doing the content, I smashed $1 billion. I stopped for like a week.
That, a Gatorade one.
Yeah, and I haven't like gone back on there to tell people like, oh, I'm smoking again.
Yeah,
but like, I know, it's the next hurdle. It's the next battle, bro. Yeah,
but you'll get there. You just want to have to.
That's part of it. Is like no matter what I do, I will fight the hard fights. I will fight the hard fights, which is like if I'm scared to do. I know I'm scared to give it up.
Yeah,
and even saying this, disables the ability for my addict brain, to justify the use.
Yes.
So this is like a step in the right direction because every time I preach it, every time I mention it, every time I ever say that I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'm giving myself strength, you know.
Of course.
So it'll happen, brother.
Say
it. It'll happen. One day I'll be an ex pothead, and I'll be a fit ex pothead, not an overweight pothead.
You'll be sweet, bro. You'll be sweet. They're the hard questions. These 5 questions we didn't get. Actually, I thought we would have got a fair few questions from our story.
Oh, you didn't get too many.
Get none.
Oh, really?
Think. Let me quickly check. Story. Oh. No, we got none. That was fucking very weird.
Yeah, I had a bunch of people liking it, but I guess that didn't drive them over.
Yeah. It's all good. Do you have any questions for me before we get to 5 guest questions that every guest that comes on gets these same 5 questions? I don't want you to read them.
All right. So questions for you, brother. What's the pinnacle? You asked me this. What's the pinnacle for you? Like
guest wise on here?
Yeah.
I think Ned would be up there. But I don't have like grand, huge ambitions of.
But let's say something that's not like if you took the odds out of it.
Yeah.
If there was betting odds that you would get Ned Brockman on here.
Yeah, I'll get him.
I would bet. That's what I mean. I would bet on that. That you'd get him in here. But let's say
he's going to help.
Yeah, definitely, 100% it will. You'll have to create a reel or something.
He already knows about it. He's put it on his story.
Has he? That's it.
Yeah.
So.
It's got 350,000 views on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I might have seen it. Yeah, years ago.
Yeah.
It was a while back.
Last
or
year.
Like a year
I got it.
ago.
Yeah.
So if you could have anyone and there was no like.
I think Conor McGregor probably.
Yeah.
I
you
love
like
that
him?
cunt too.
Yeah. Don't you reckon he's off his fucking head now though?
He is. Now he is.
What happened?
But I'd ask him what's got you to where you are today. I'd ask the hard questions.
Yeah.
He might punch me in the head and leave.
No, but say like, what's happening right now?
Like, why are you where you are in your life now compared to where you were 3 years ago?
Yeah, because it's chaotic, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there's juice involved. Definitely, you can't be as big as he is now
without it.
Without it, there's definitely cocaine involved.
No doubt. No doubt.
There's probably more than cocaine involved.
I think, yeah.
And I feel there's probably tension at home in his relationship as well.
There'd have to be. How could there not?
Yeah.
It'd be toxic either way. Me and Sam do this thing on Sore Heads called Meth Watch. It's like a segment every now and then where we like call people out. Yeah. So like, Shooter Williams. I think he's on our Meth Watch list at the moment.
Okay.
Conor McGregor, Meth Watch. BJ Penn, he's on our Meth Watch.
Penn. I know that name.
Yeah, he's he was the lightweight of the UFC.
UFC champ.
Yeah, Hawaiian fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few people, but the Conor McGregor one's the big one at the moment. We're he's on Meth Watch.
You reckon he's on it?
He's got to be on something heavy.
He has to be.
He's tweaking out at the Band Knuckle Fighting Championships press conferences and shit. He's like fucking freaking out and twisting out.
Yeah.
Everywhere you see him, he's doing something so unusually unhinged. It's like
it's not him, eh?
Nah.
It's fucking sad, really.
It is. It's sad. Most out of everything, it's sad because I looked up to him. Imagine how many young blokes looked up to him.
Tattooed on me.
Yeah.
And then the way he's gone now,
your missus would have hated it. Yeah, that's
right. But I've got like a leg here that is just like
portraits.
People that I love.
Yeah.
Like Kobe, just of what he did outside of basketball.
Yeah.
Like for people. Then I've got Ned, obviously. And then this bloke you won't know. Do you know trance music, like Above and Beyond? Have you heard of them?
I should.
So that's one of the DJs. There's 3 of them, and I'm going to get the other 2 here because I've actually got their record label tattooed on me as well.
I should know trance because
Sun and Moon's probably one of their big songs, but
I'm mates with there's a crew of boys down in like Byron Bay, Ocean Shores, Brunswick Heads, or like the Pocket, Mullumbimby more.
Yep.
But they're called MCF. It's like My Chosen Family, big group of mad lads, and they're mad psytrance lovers.
Yeah, that shit's heavy, eh?
It's
heavy as. It's fucking get on the acid nearly.
Yeah, that's right. The old fucking backyard doof scene, brother. Yeah.
Fuck, I used to get on that shit back in the day.
Yeah, that was the best day. We're not the best, but
it was a good feeling.
It was a good time, yeah. A great time.
We used to, I will openly say it because I've talked about being on drugs, like take one acid tab and it would last 18 hours. Getting out of it after 18 hours is a battle.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, I'll just have another one.
Yeah. I may as well double down.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's 4 days later.
Yeah, Benny Cousins, day 3 is better than day.
Oh, that speaks to me, that does. But I'll leave some of the questions for when I jump on yours, I reckon.
All right, happy days. That'd be good.
For me.
Yeah. Sick.
The first one is, do you have a party trick?
I do.
Can you show me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Here we
check
go.
this out.
Go
What? Is that working? Oh, because I was singing too loud, I busted.
Go!
They won't pick it up.
Here it is. Look. Go. Go Figaro! Opera singer.
Do opera.
Fuck
Hey?
off.
But I've never done no lessons. I just fucking been able to do it since I was a kid.
Wow.
I don't really know.
That wasn't skitzing out either. It was still below.
It was?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, it was
in
perfect.
here it wasn't coming
Yeah,
through.
but see where you are now.
Yeah.
On here, it was only sitting about here. So if it gets up the top, oh shit.
It'll
It'll
redline.
It'll redline and it'll sound like shit. So that'll actually sound great.
That'll sound good. Yeah, sick. That's right.
Like I haven't had an opera singer in here.
Yeah, bro. Well, I'm not an opera singer, but yeah,
opera
that's
singer
right.
fade.
It was more just a party trick, you know. Like, but
You
yeah,
should do that at the start of one of your fades.
I should. Yeah, one day. But I used to just when I was a grommet, man, I used to just do it. I forget where it started. And I
That's
used
so
to just
cool.
like rip a note out. But yeah, I can rip an opera note. That's me, party trick, brother.
How good. Who's the most famous person in your phone? You said you spoke to Spenyon.
Yeah,
Adam?
probably Adam. Like, I mean, Spenion's in there, but not
That you talk to.
positively. Yeah. So
No one more
Adam's like,
recent, obviously, but before him?
yeah, nah, not really. I mean, Fred Brophy.
Yeah, nice.
Probably Fred Brophy.
He's still alive, eh?
yeah.
He was at.
Yeah, he was at the podcast Royale. Yeah, I caught up with him there.
Fuck, how good's that?
Yeah, man, classic.
I think they're trying to do something, eh? There was talk about that.
All together, yeah.
Yeah.
He was saying that because he was blown away by it. He was going fucking like,
Because they interviewed him, hey?
yeah. They brought him up in the
Yeah.
ring, and he was blown away because he's a showman. So
Yeah.
you know, he would have just admired a good show that was ran
Yeah.
well. You know,
Yeah.
it was a shit show as well. Like,
Oh, fucking
not
oath it was.
a shit show, but it was a shit show as in like. It was fucking chaotic and
It was
just all over the shop. And then you had
Running
Knuckles
out of
out there
piss.
just fucking going, hey, you got your tins? And you're just like, fuck me dead. This is a fucking circus. But that was the entertainment value in it.
Yeah.
It was like, you didn't know what was coming up next. Yeah.
Ryan, cut this out. That bloke that I was talking about, that's a very famous podcaster, is Knuckles.
That was him. Yeah. And isn't he a fucking cannon?
Fuck me, mate.
He's a cannon.
He is like that all the time.
Yeah.
That cunt doesn't stop.
Fuck, he's a unit.
But yeah, we'll go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, lunatic.
Yeah.
Eh?
Proper. That's an understatement, I think.
What's one thing you can't live without? I reckon you already answered it just before.
Yeah, I did. I am working towards living without it,
Yeah.
but yeah, obviously my kids, my family
Yeah,
can't
of
live
course.
without that. But something that I'm struggling to
Yeah.
live without is the yandi, the marijuana. It's a
That's all right,
vice.
though.
We're working towards it, brother. We can't be perfect all in one night,
right,
eh?
bro. So true. I said that at the start, didn't
Yeah,
I?
that's
It's
right.
a fucking stepping stone of getting to where you want to be.
That's it.
There's going to be ups and downs, and hopefully the ups outweigh the downs.
That's it. It's a roller coaster.
Yeah. You'll get there, bro.
Yeah, fuck
I believe in you.
Legend, brother.
Easy as. This one's interesting. Don't lie to me here.
Yeah,
You haven't lied to me yet.
yeah. What's the next
Have
one?
you ever sent a nude to the wrong person?
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
And if so, please tell me about it.
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
I have.
Someone that's fucking honest for us.
I have, but we probably should. I probably shouldn't go too deep into it. But like,
Tell me as much as we need
yeah,
to
I had
know.
an ex missus and like was missing her, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
And then I've like sent something, and then it's gone through to her dad. Yeah.
Oh, no.
So that was like, a slip up, a mishap, if you will.
How the fuck did it go to dad?
Well, yeah, like, I
You're
think
obviously
it had
texting
like
him as
her
well.
Matty's dad or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. But I think I've slipped up there, and I don't know whether or not he was impressed or if he was disgusted.
Did he
or
reply?
No, he didn't reply.
Maybe he just accepted it.
Yeah, let's hope he had me blocked or something, and he didn't receive it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything from anyone. So yeah.
And it's not out on socials yet.
Yeah,
so.
that's right. So we're right. Well, this was like what's this? 6-7 years ago now.
Yeah, wow. How good.
The classic, bro. Classic.
I'll tell you mine off there. I'm not telling any cunt on there ever.
Yeah. No wonder you got the question there.
Mine's way worse than yours.
Oh no.
Way worse.
No.
Yeah.
No wonder you've got the question there then.
Yeah,
You're trying to drag that out of everyone else, eh? Exactly. You know everyone's done it once.
Yeah. And the last one is favourite pickup line.
Favourite pickup line? Oh, I haven't used one for a long time, brother, but I guess this used to be I just used to say this. I'd say, yeah. And it wasn't even really a pickup line, but it was just like, I'd say, what's doing, sugar? What's doing, sugar? And I just always use that, sugar.
Nice.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but it works sometimes. Yeah, sugar.
Because you're sweet, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. But actually, my fiance now, she fucking has told me multiple times, like, I fucking hated it when you called me sugar. So I don't know. Maybe
there must have been something else that was pleasing her.
Maybe the charm outweighed the cringe. I don't know. Fuck. Yeah.
Surely. Mine's what's this?
Cotton.
And then you go boyfriend material.
That's it.
It's cringe, obviously. But
they all are.
Yeah. You either get slapped or you can get a root.
That's it, eh?
Well, we're done.
That's it, bro.
But what I want to say is thanks for coming in. We fucking planned it for Saturday and it's Monday today. And I messaged you this morning because I didn't work. And
that's what I'm about, bro. Stand on business. Pump it.
And then we fucking got it done. And also, this won't be the end of you and I. We'll fucking...
Yeah, we're going to link up.
We're going to do possibly a fade, but we're definitely going to train together.
Well, we're going to train together 100%. And then we need... You said you'd film, so you can film me and Jimmy.
I'll be filming.
You can film me and Jimmy.
Yeah, and Shay.
Yeah, and possibly. Shay, that's right.
Jimmy will definitely do it. Yeah. I guarantee you Jimmy will do it.
So me and Jimmy's one, we'll film that, and then... we'll collab with that, and then me and Sam will plan coming up here and do the potty with you.
Yeah.
So fucking we've got shit locked in already, my brother.
Done.
Only just the beginning.
What I want to say is I wish you all the best, even though I'm going to help you to get to the best of where you want to be. I'm just a stepping stone along the way, but I'm very proud of what you're doing and what you've got going ahead. And I wish you nothing but success.
You're a legend, brother. I appreciate it, eh? Go. You're a champion. Pump it, soreheads.
Yeah. Love you. Bye-bye.
Peace out.
This has been another Pod Perfect production.